Season 3!
What? Season 3? Already?
No way! Season 3 comes after Season 2?
Yes, Season 3. Right after Season 2.
Andy, Ricky, and Delamar are back with more topics, more prizes, and more babies? Catch them on The Mother Show Season 3, Fridays 9 a.m. to 12 noon, here on Magic 89.9, Magic Nationwide, and on social media at The Mother Show PH.
Hi everybody, you're listening to The Mother Show 89.0, 89 point mama, 89 point back, and Magic 89.10.
It's 9:09 on a beautiful Friday morning. Welcome to The Mother
Hello.
Show.
Hello.
My name is Ricky.
I'm Andy.
This is Delamar.
And there you are. You have us all the way until 12 noon. It's another round of the crazies.
Yeah. And today I think is going to be extra crazy.
Oh.
Why?
Because this is a topic that,
Why? What's the topic?
it's pa innocent pa to, di ba?
Why? What? I
What
am
is
such
this?
an innocent.
What differs this topic from the previous one?
Look, this is the kind of topic that when you're drinking wine and you're kind of tipsy already, this is the topic that you
creeps.
talk about,
I
diba?
Creeps
I
up.
agree.
Yeah.
Creeps up.
But you never talk about it at like 9 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, until today.
Until today. It's never been done.
You know, we
Till
are
today.
the first ever mother show on FM radio.
Yeah.
And we're going to be talking about mothers talking about sex together.
Mm-hmm. As a
First
unit. As a unit.
Publicly.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the reason is because we do have a guest
right.
today.
And
Yeah.
you know, she's no stranger to talking about sex on the radio because she does regular guestings for Boys Night Out,
Well, there you go.
which happens 6 to 10 p.m. by the way.
Tell
here
them what
on
you
the
told
Magic.
me.
So
when I came in, she said, so Ricky, I think, is kind of worried about what we're about to do today.
Why are you worried?
I'm not worried. It's just it's never been done.
Yeah, but it's like a natural thing.
Exactly.
So,
it is.
Because
Andy,
tayo lang yung,
do you talk about sex a lot?
no, but
No.
I mean, what the...
You see that? You see that?
Oh my
I know.
gosh!
You understand?
I'm good.
You understand?
Would you like some red coffee? As we talk about
You know, Alvin,
Wait, you
Alvin
know what?
has some red coffee for us.
On the way here, I was like, oh my gosh, Olivia's gonna be here.
That's right.
How am I gonna talk about this?
That's right. Oo nga
But
pala.
it's okay. It's a doctor naman. We're with a doctor,
That's right. So
we're just trying to make it more wholesome.
Yeah.
I love how you're
It's gonna be-
rationalizing
it's
it.
gonna
I love it.
No, I think the trick is to not rationalize it. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Okay, women, because it's so
Basic
common.
necessities.
That's true. It's a need.
Yeah.
Sex is a need of a human being. It's one of the basic instincts.
Right, Alvin? It's one of the basic instincts.
No, especially when you're
Human being.
married.
Yeah.
Well, these days, people don't really need to. I'm not saying, I'm not passing judgment, but what I am saying is people are just more open about their sexuality these days. Whatever kind of sexuality that is.
Okay, so let's put that into context. Our guest for today is a psychologist. She's also a sex educator. So we're going to have Doc Rica Cruz on, and she's going to facilitate this discussion.
love it. She's gonna
And you know what? It's so funny
She's gonna be
because
here.
we had a couple of guests, and it was on Instagram that we posted the topic, right?
Yeah.
And she goes like, "Yes, I won't tell who, but she's a hi, Mama Broad." Hi, Amber.
No, yeah. So a lot of people are excited
Sorry,
for this
speaking
topic.
of Amber, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Is it today?
I think it's today.
No, I think it was last week. She invited us to do her Zumba party, but it was during our radio time.
Happy birthday, Amber.
Wait, was that the picture? That's today.
Yeah. That's today?
Yeah, the party
Yes.
is today in
Yeah, okay, Olivia
somewhere
says
in
yes.
Valle Verde, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, well, happy birthday, Amber,
Happy
just in
birthday,
case you're
Amber.
listening. Speaking of Amber, if you want to catch her episode, because we did a really fun one with her, it's now up on YouTube, and it's also on our Facebook page, which you can, by the way, be a part of our community.
But better yet, share. Better yet, share.
Yeah, you know what?
Please.
Okay, today is the day that we want... that we need all of your phone calls because we want you to be part of this discussion, and we know
Well,
that
you don't want
do
to
too.
ask the question.
No, I think Ricky feels quote unquote naked. Ask
Feel
questions.
naked.
Well, because your questions kind of show others what you are most interested in.
Yes.
And in that way, you feel a lot seen.
See, now I'm more conscious of my questions today. Get ready, ladies. I'm gonna ask all the
Yeah, but you know what? You can
boring
send
ones.
in your questions,
Yes.
and we won't tell you, and we won't like announce your name on air.
If you want. But if
Yeah.
you want to put your name on it,
Yeah.
go right ahead.
Whatever floats your boat.
Look, women are sexual beings. They are. We are.
Yeah.
That's why we became mothers. How do you think we got kids?
Exactly.
But here we are, still rationalizing.
No, we're just how do you call this? We're not ashamed of it because that's not what it is.
It's just
more
that
of,
we don't know how, on what.
No, I think like all of us need advice. We just want to be better. We want to get better. What? It's true, diba?
I don't know, but I consider myself kind of an expert. I know, me too. I mean,
Oh, we don't need Doc pala na dito si Delamar.
no, what I mean, you are the expert of your own sex life.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I don't mean sex in general.
yeah.
But when you're dealing with, when you're married, you have one partner that you're going to do that with for the rest of your life, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who is best to say what your husband likes or what you like except the two of you? So, in a way, you are the experts of your sex life.
That's true. See, that's why we have Doc Rica on the show. It's because of complex questions and discussions like this. So
How
if you have any
exciting.
questions, again, we don't need to mention your name in case you have it, but you can call us up at 6310899.
Yep, and you can also message us on Instagram. It's The Mother Show PH, and we are also live on Facebook.
Yes,
so
we
you guys can
are.
chat there, or you can send us a message privately also.
Diba? Private.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
What?
So somebody's calling. Should we take
Hala.
it?
Okay, go. Let's try.
Magic, hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hi! Who's this?
Hello. Hi. First time caller.
Oh, good
Hi.
morning, first time caller. What's your name?
I'm shy.
Okay, let's just say.
You called a radio
know.
station. How shy can you be?
Oh.
I'm Anton.
Hi, Anton. What's up, Anton? What can we do for you?
Ang question ko lang, if husband and wife, inawi ka nung number ng sex ang
You know, we should have a poll.
I love Anton, how you are our first caller.
And that's your question. Bakit? Hindi. Actually, the question...
how much ang interaction sa
Hindi. Anton, I have to ask you, Anton. Why are you asking? Do you think you're having more of it?
Is
or
it inadequate?
Or
is
you
it-
think you're having less than what is expected?
Yeah.
maybe more.
Oh, okay. So how long? Wait.
Why
how
is
long
this a
have you been?
problem?
Wait, how long have you been married?
Okay.
3 years.
Oh.
Okay, so you're having more of it? So there's a problem with it.
It's
How often is
not
often for
problem,
you?
Maybe
How often is often?
Why is that a problem?
4 times a week.
Why, tama si Ricky. Why is
Why
that
is
a
that a
problem?
Maybe.
Are you complaining it's
because
too
of
much?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe because of time.
Wait, so you're having
You're having sex with your wife
4 times a week, and you're complaining that it's...
You think that's too much?
Is it too much?
I don't think so. You can do
I
it
think
every
it's
day.
okay.
I think you're pretty lucky,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have time and you're inclined,
Yeah.
why not? That's what married people
Should
do.
I go ahead?
What, do you need our permission? Why is our permission important to the equation? You should be asking your wife about this.
Yeah, maybe she needs. She wants more.
How do you know?
Oh my gosh.
Is she satisfied?
Very satisfied.
Oh,
Okay.
kaya naman pala.
Good on you, Anton.
She's very satisfied.
We're
That's
proud
why
of you.
Yeah.
She wants more.
We're proud of you.
A lot
Okay.
of guys in the car like, man, you're lucky.
I don't know. Do you have people there with you? Because I can hear people kind of laughing.
No, I'm driving.
Oh, you're
Okay.
driving
Oh, okay.
alone. Okay. Okay. Where's your wife?
Odd thing.
At work.
At
Oh.
work. Okay.
Cool beans. Nice, Anton. Nice chat.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
chat.
Say
Thanks
hi
for
to
the info.
Jessica, my wife.
Oh, hi, Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
I don't know if she wants that.
Not listening.
Oh, she's not listening. Okay, that's good.
That's probably better. Bye, Anton.
Bye,
and
Anton.
Hi, Jessica. It's 9:18. We shouldn't have taken that call.
I know.
So we'll be back to talk.
But I think that's a curious question. Because people
Like,
want to
how
know.
often do you guys? Yeah.
Yeah, because some people feel like, am I doing it too often? And then some people
You
feel
know
like,
what? Let's do a poll on our Instagram.
Oh,
Let's
I like
do
that.
like what? A week? A month? What?
Actually,
Wait.
a general question, which is, do you think you are having too much
Okay.
sex?
Or too little.
Or too
And then
little.
give us the number.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll take a poll online and then we'll take callers right after the break. Yes. It's the Mother Show right here on Magic 89.9. I'm excited.
We've got that mommy magic. The Mother Show on Magic 89.9.
It's 9:28. Welcome back to the show.
Wanted to say thank you to everybody who have been sending us messages on Instagram. You guys
Thank
can
you.
keep doing that. It's the Mother Show PH, and should we say the first question here, the one I asked you guys?
Wait lang. Let's
Okay.
just remind everybody that today we're talking about sex all the way until 12 noon with Doc Rica Cruz, who will be here in a bit. But we are entertaining some questions. We recently threw out a poll before we hit the break. So, sex in general, are you having too little or are you having too much?
Yeah. Because you're also inspired by the first caller.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, this is what we want to open up for discussion. Like, what's the number that's too little and too much? And of course, we want to study. Yes, it became a study. This is a thesis on,
I'm so glad that we are being recorded. There's a visual that goes with Ricky's face because all of a sudden she turned into a teacher. I know. Like to make it.
we want to know, like, the possible reasons for such a number. Is it the number of years you've been married? Is it the number of children? Delamar said the number of hours you work in a day.
Do you sleep with your children in the same room?
That's
Because
true.
that also kind of, it doesn't stop parents from, doing it, but it does. There's a roadblock.
Yeah, there's a privacy boundary that is totally obliterated.
Also your age, because your libido really goes down. And for women, it's also different. So our libido goes up later than men.
Okay. So what age is that?
Delamar.
So what age is that? Like 30 up?
Well, we're going to have to ask the
Okay.
doctor.
Doc Rica.
But because they did say that, gosh, I lost my train of thought. Damn it, Delamar, the brain. What are we talking about?
Your libido.
Yeah.
It goes up with age
there
for
we
women.
go. That's why when, Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher were together, they were saying that, and the cougar concept came out. A lot of people were saying that because women reach their sexual peak much later. And that peak coincides with someone who is in his 20s.
Yeah.
So they were just trying to explain how, the older woman might get on with a younger man.
Yeah.
Because a woman feels just more empowered to ask for what she wants.
Yeah. This makes sense.
Explore.
Mm-hmm.
And
Makes sense.
This makes so much sense.
It does.
We're gonna ask Doc Rica all about that phenomenon later on. But hey, saying hi and good morning to NJ Torres, who says that she's with the baby in the car listening to us talk about sex. Hey,
Hi, NJ.
Don't worry about that.
this is totally normal, NJ.
Yeah, and Jay, can we also just say happy birthday to
Happy
Savannah
birthday!
Taylor?
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! No, not today, but I did see on Facebook that she did turn 1. Is that right, NJ?
Happy birthday!
Oh,
Happy birthday!
happy birthday!
It's at 9:31. So too little or too much?
Yeah. Because
And
some
the
people,
number.
some people they say at the beginning when you're in the honeymoon stage.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you have a caller?
No, go ahead.
It would be more.
Yeah.
And then as the years go by, kumukonte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kumukonte. Magic. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. My first time to call your show.
Oh,
Hi,
nice.
welcome.
What's your name?
Let me just hide my name.
Okay, cool.
Just call me Joe.
Okay. Hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe,
Alright.
want to give it a go?
Give it a
Let's
go,
give it a go,
Joe.
Joe.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, first of all, what was the name of your previous caller?
Anton.
Yeah. Let me just get this out of the way. Anton, dude, you don't know what you're having.
What do you
To
mean?
learn to
So
appreciate.
lucky that
Yeah.
he's 4 times a week.
You're a very lucky man.
So, Joe, does that mean by that comment, is it safe to assume that you're not having a lot?
Yeah, I think that's quite an understatement.
Are you having none at all?
Yeah, pretty much lately.
Oh, you're
Okay.
you're in a drought. You're in the middle of a
You're
drought.
in a dry run. Yeah.
Is there any problems between you and your wife?
No, everything. Well, everything was really great and peachy at first.
Uh-huh.
But soon after marriage, we got pregnant,
Okay.
and it was all downhill from there.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to.
go, Ricky.
How long has it been?
Don't just say how long. Just, kind of.
What is it? Give us a timeline.
Yeah, well, we have 2 kids.
Okay.
So I think the last time was when we conceived
The second?
second.
Okay, and
That's
how
the
old
last
is
time?
how old is your second?
Yeah, she's turning 1 in next month.
That's a long time. How are you dealing?
No worries.
Yeah. How are you dealing?
How are you? Because you're a man. That's so important.
I'm coping.
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. This is not fair. This is not fair.
Joe,
we're
I'm
not,
sorry.
We're not laughing
at you.
Yeah.
We're not laughing
Okay.
at you.
It's just that I understand the
I
need.
believe you.
Okay, Joe, listen to me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Because, okay, here's a confession. When women do get pregnant and have kids, in my experience and the friends I have, it's either way it's either they want more after children or none at all, because they're so focused with child rearing and how to take care of the home,
Yeah.
and that the wifely duties unfortunately gets pushed back in the back burner.
Yeah.
And your wife needs to be reminded that you are her husband.
And she's a woman.
that
Exactly.
she's a woman.
And have
She's a
you talked to
woman.
her about it? Because I think you should let her know.
Yeah, what does she say?
Well, I understand. I try to be as understanding as much as I could.
Wait, Joe. I need to ask.
I think to understand.
Do you initiate?
Well, it's been hard with the 2 kids. Like, we all stay in one room. So
Yawn. Yeah. It's hard to feel sexual when you can see your kids. Those are the best contraception.
This is true.
cock like I want you refer
yes.
to them.
Yeah,
That's
right. It really is. So
Yeah.
you can't feel sexual when your children are there, especially for the mom. You know why?
Yeah.
Because on the one hand, she is pulled by the needs of her children, and
Yeah.
it can be overwhelming and like a bulldozer. It runs her life. So having her, pulling her out of that state of mind
Yeah.
into becoming just my need as a woman. I desire my husband.
It's difficult.
Feral.
Oh, feral.
Feral.
But that it cannot. It's not sexy.
Yeah.
It won't
Yeah.
make her feel sexy.
I know.
You know how they say that for men it's like so easy, you just
Whip
bang,
it out.
bang. Yeah. You have to warm up the oven and you have to
Yeah.
prep the.
Is it?
I want to say
For
yeah.
us,
I
yeah?
want to say yeah.
Ako
For
din.
women, you really have to set. There has to be like. There has to be
Go,
like
go.
a pre-game.
Were you saying foreplay?
Yes, sort of like that, but not just physical. It has to be a mental foreplay,
Yes,
that's
an
true.
emotional
Yeah.
foreplay. Can I ask what your wife does for a living? Is she a stay-at-home mom?
No, she's working. Actually, there was this event. I don't want to mention the company, but there was this event a couple of weeks ago, and I think the 3 of you, or I'm not sure if all 3 of you were there.
Yes, we were.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, you
yeah.
were there. Was she there?
And she needed to pump, and
Oh,
I think one of you was using the room, the lactation room.
Oh,
So,
this was
yeah,
you,
she was the one
Ricky.
using.
Yeah, you were pumping.
Yeah,
You were
remember when you were talking to the girl who was also pumping?
hold on. Oh.
Okay, so
Okay.
Ricky is now remembering.
Oh, I know exactly what to say to you.
Okay, what do you say?
Okay. Sir, have you tried taking the kids from her and giving her, like, forcing her to go out on her own? To get her nails done, to get her hair done, to go for a walk.
I haven't tried that.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is what you do, sir. You take the kids off of her hands, and if she says, no, I have to stay here and I have to take care of... No, you say, no, I got it. You go out and you take 3 hours, 4 hours off.
You know
I got the house.
That's the sexiest thing.
That's...
Yes.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
You know, when a husband says to the wife,
Yes.
go have your me
Oh
time.
man, foreplay reimagined. Huh?
Yes.
That's
Foreplay-
so true. A
When
man
the-
becomes so much sexier
When the
Yes.
words,
when he can take over.
when the words like,
Naiiyak ako.
diba?
It's true.
Yeah.
when the words, you go have fun by yourself.
Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah.
When you say I got this, that is the sexiest thing to a mother.
Yes.
Because for a moment we are given this reprieve that
Yes.
we can be ourselves again.
Uh-huh.
We don't have to got this at the moment. Because you got
Yes.
this.
Because you got
Because
this.
you got this.
Oh.
So you
So
can give her
this
that.
is the mommy kind of foreplay.
It is.
Yeah.
This is something
Yeah.
a mommy finds so sexy. You don't even.
Oh,
And
yeah.
this is.
And the thing is, even if it's so simple, like,
Yeah.
you know what, hon,
Tama.
let me do the dishes.
dishes. Let me do the
Exact,
dishes.
diba? Or let me cook for you tonight.
Let me cook for you
Yeah.
tonight.
I do that. I mean, I cook for her. I wash the bottles.
Okay.
I wash the.
I'm sure you
I
know. Yeah.
sterilize everything.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
try
but I
try
haven't
something
tried
different.
That
Switch
thing
it
you were
up.
saying about
Yeah. Switch
giving
it up.
her me time.
And then when she's out, don't text her for anything. Don't ask her when she's coming home.
Yeah.
Just let her be.
And when she's by the sink doing whatever, try to give her not a sexual kiss, just a kiss that shows her that you
Yeah.
see her.
Yeah.
That's so sexy.
That you appreciate her.
Because all of a sudden we're taken out of our mindset, which
Yeah.
is I need to get this done.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
deadlines in our heads.
Mhm.
And once she realizes that you noticed her,
Mhm.
that you kissed her,
Mhm.
that you see her,
Yeah.
not what she's doing,
Mhm.
not what she's supposed to be to your kids,
Yeah.
but just as whatever her name is,
Yeah.
that starts the ball rolling.
Yeah. So try emotional foreplay. I think
Yeah.
Doc Rica's listening and she would probably tell you the same thing. But try that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, one more thing before we go.
Okay.
What's the name of that guy again earlier?
Anton.
Anton.
Anton. Shout out to Anton. If your wife is giving out seminars,
so
I will sign my wife up any day.
Oh,
Joe. I hope-
Joe.
I hope things turn.
Yeah.
You know, for
Big
you.
hug,
like,
Joe.
And
Big
you know
hug.
what, Joe? Can you call us again maybe like in a month and
Yeah,
like
can you let
update
us
us?
know? Yeah.
We,
Let
we
us
would love
know.
to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies, if this works, it may be in a week or two, I will cartwheel my way up.
Yeah.
Good luck,
We're
Joe.
cheering for you.
Good luck, Joe.
Yeah.
Good luck, Joe.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye,
problem.
Joe.
Bye.
Have a great Friday. It's
Oh, that's-
9:40.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice to hear that side in a guy,
Wow.
right?
Dude, 0.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you
Almost a
what?
year.
What?
No, I think it's more than a year because when you conceive, that's like 9 months after.
But
you're
maybe they
done,
did
no?
it while she was pregnant. Because
They didn't.
She said
Last time they did it was when they
When they
conceived.
conceived
they
the
conceived.
sex.
So that's like a year and 9 months.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
At least.
Oof.
That's hard.
That is hard.
man.
No, you know why? Because, so for those of you who are still confused as to why, men need to say these things to women, their wives, the mothers of their children, it's because, that saying you can't serve from an empty vessel.
You can't. Yeah.
If you're all drained out, if you're
Yeah.
all mommed out,
Yeah.
like how are you going to give love to another human being? How are you going to make love to your partner?
For me,
Yeah.
I hit this little phase in my married life where you're giving and you're giving,
Yeah.
you're giving to your kids, giving, and I just don't want to give anymore.
Yeah.
I don't, and you can't invade me tonight.
You can't invade
You can't
me.
invade me tonight. I know it's just for Dell. I need my corner where I can just because
Give to myself.
I just need to be.
replenish. You
Yeah,
need
it's
to
like
replenish.
people need so much from you. Your kids need this from you.
Yeah.
Your husband needs this from you. It's like,
Yeah.
well, where's Dell? What about her needs? And this really sometimes a woman thinks this without knowing she's thinking it. There's just this feeling where she's dissatisfied. And that's why, like Ricky said, if you remind your wife that she is, let's say she's like Ricky, you're not mom, you can be Ricky for a couple of hours. Yeah, go get your nails done if that's what you want. If you want to read a book by yourself.
Yes.
If you want to go window shopping, just to be reminded of who you are before you became mom, before you became a label. You know, and then the sexual...
This is important. Men, you need to know this.
Yeah.
It's very important. Very important. Magic, hello?
Yeah, hello.
So many men.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome to the show. Sir, what's your name?
I'm Angelo.
Angelo.
Okay. What can we do for you?
For in an average, I think we have like 2 or 3.
2 or 3 times a week.
Is that good or bad?
No, that's what we're trying to... There's really no good or bad.
No, if you're satisfied and your wife is satisfied, then you're good.
Congratulations, sir.
Nobody has to tell you if you're having too much or too little, except the feeling. Are you satisfied? Would you like more?
I think she is, but on my end, I think I want more of that. Yeah.
I want more of that. Have you tried telling her this?
Is she satisfied every time? Do you allow her to reach the peak of her
womanhood?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Wait, what do you mean you think so? You need to know. Do you?
Dare I ask? How do you know?
Actually, with women, because with men, it's so physical. The manifestation of you reaching that, the big O, is physical. There's an evidence. With women, there's none at all. Except if you're...
You would have to trust us.
And we could just
let's say, for example, for the 3 times in a week we have sex, let's say I reached the O 3 times, and she reaches like 2 times out of 3.
Okay.
But I have a question though.
Okay.
How do I convince her to go down on me?
Wow, dude. You need to awaken the goddess in her. I'm sorry, I'm not going to back down from this question because I think this is important. This is very important in the needs part.
Yeah.
And for men, that's a need. Some men, and for some women, that's a need. But I know some women who don't want it.
Yeah.
Whether they're receiving it or giving it, they don't want it.
Yeah.
So I know that when a woman feels desired and really awaken the sexuality in her, that she's a goddess, then she would be willing.
Can do anything.
She would do anything for you.
She would aim to please.
Yes.
Is what she would do if you awaken that goddess. That's crucial.
Give her the power over you.
Or you know what?
I agree.
Try to set things differently. Like, have a different setting. If you guys always do it at home, maybe you can try doing it in life.
Sorry, my question is, do you do it to her?
I'm sorry?
Do you do it to her?
No.
Well, naku naman, kaya naman pala eh.
No. She doesn't want me to go down on her.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried too many times.
Okay.
What?
Has she ever gone down on you before?
Yeah. But you can only count it on your fingers. Sobrang dalang.
That's very strange. I'm sorry, but that's very strange.
Maybe she didn't like the experience. How some
Do
women
you have
just
a
don't want
beard?
it.
Wait, I need to ask because that's important to me. Do you have a beard?
No, I don't.
You're clean shaven.
Yes.
Okay, that's very important. Okay, because when the hairs are.
But have you like vocalized about it? Like, have you told her about it? Like, it will make me feel good if you like.
Sabihin ni Angelo, me, vocalize.
Have you told her about it?
Yeah, have you told her?
Baka naman.
I've talked to her about it, but not that serious.
sinasabi ko sa kanya, can you go down on me? She'll say, later.
Wala, I don't think she's... I don't think.
So, like, what do you do? Just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am?
I'm sorry?
So, I'm sorry, this needs to be very specific. If you don't do it to her, she doesn't do it to you,
So
what do you guys do? Like, wham,
have
bam,
sex.
thank you, ma'am?
She's like, she's like a starfish, the missionary position.
Oh, really?
That's,
Wait, ano ka to,
most of the
starfish?
time, that's her position.
A missionary.
That's it?
Missionary, yeah.
Missionary.
Have you
Aw.
tried changing it up? Have you tried changing it up?
Yeah,
Sorry.
what do you call this? The cowgirl position.
No, but yeah, have you tried others? Is she receptive? Did she enjoy it?
I tried other positions, but
Have you tried lighting candles, giving her a massage?
For me, touch therapy is
Mm-hmm.
so big.
No, because we're sleeping in the same room with our kids. We have 3 kids.
Okay.
3 kids.
I'm
Wow,
sorry,
and
Angelo.
you still can do it? Like, yeah.
Angelo, like we said to Joe,
Kasi pabilisan
that is
lang
Yeah,
namin.
really
probably.
very hard for her.
Yeah.
And especially when the kids are there with you. She has 2 roles.
Yeah.
She is the mother, and what you want during sex is your wife.
Yeah.
So if you are there and your kids are there, she can't see the wife in
Yeah.
her. The mother role takes over.
Like her goddess will not come out because at the same time she's thinking what if my kids wake up? What am I gonna do?
Sister.
Like,
Yes.
You have to take her out of that.
yeah, that's why I said do it in a
Environment.
different setting. Like
Take
maybe
her out
like
to a
book a
hotel.
hotel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kitchen.
Yeah. The kitchen. Yeah. Yes. The basement.
The car.
The car.
You have to take her out of her mommy zone because she can't thrive.
She can't see the goddess in her if she's a
Can't please
mother.
you. That's right.
Exactly.
Dalawa yun eh. Dalawa yung role niya eh. The Mother Earth,
Mhm.
and then there's the goddess.
Yeah.
And she has to be in the goddess mode for her to do what she wants with you.
Do you understand? Are we getting through to you?
Do you understand what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
of course.
Yeah.
We like usually do it when the kids are already asleep, like 11, 12, or 1.
Yeah.
But in the
When
same
we're
room.
like too tired already.
But is it are you doing it in the bedroom?
Yeah.
No, don't
don't
somewhere
do
else.
that.
Yeah.
No, not in the same bed. Not
No,
in the
but
same
in the
bed.
same room. It's the
Yeah,
same.
it's different.
She can't see her goddess.
Yeah.
It's the mother.
You have to leave your children with the in-laws. Parang ganon.
Yeah.
Yung talagang kayo lang.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
need
not
to
at the
take
same
her
room
out.
as the kids.
No,
yeah,
no.
you won't expect that from her.
If you believe the 3 of us, because I think that's the resounding.
yeah.
That's the consensus here.
Because if you do it with your kids there, it's just like bam, okay, finish.
Yeah, because
right?
what she's thinking is, I need to get this done
Yeah.
before it wakes up the kids. You know what she's
Yeah.
thinking? Because if the kids wake up, then she has to do so many things to put them back to sleep.
Yeah.
So in her
Yeah.
head, it's a list, and
Yeah.
we are so guilty
Yeah.
of this. But mothers do this. They
And
don't-
sometimes they're not there.
yeah, they're not really there.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
there physically, but their minds are
Somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
So,
So
Okay.
do you understand now?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
take her out this weekend or some
Mhm.
or maybe next weekend. Punta kayo ng Kalalaiya. Talagang nagana. Kasi doon ko gusto pa mo. Ayaw ako pa yung ginasawa ko. Gusto niya somewhere else. Gusto ko talaga doon eh. Ayaw niya. Sorry.
Okay. Good luck, okay?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay.
Okay.
Drink wine.
Thank you.
Yeah, drink
Drink
wine.
wine.
Lots of it.
It's
Sorry.
9:51.
Hey,
No, not naman lots kasi baka mamaya.
Sabagay, baka maantok. Want to say hi first to Eunice, who said, I love that your callers today are husbands crying out for help.
Yeah.
Thank you for voicing out what moms need for us to get it on.
Yeah.
Right? It's a reminder that
Warm up
your
the
husband
oven.
has needs also.
You know why? Because I think, like, for me, I never saw my mother as a sexual being.
Yeah.
She was just mom. And now that I'm a mother, I'm like, what did she do?
Yeah.
Where did they go? I mean,
Yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah.
Part of me gets curious about their sexualities for each
Yeah.
other because it's I don't know, the line, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
was my mother like this?
And you know, it's so funny because one advice, like my mom would ask me, say, so how often do you guys do it? Did it? Like my mom's open like that.
How nice. How
Yeah,
nice.
and I was like, I don't want to tell you, it's weird. And then she goes like, just never say no. I'm like, okay, yeah, just never say no. So even if you're so tired, even if
Why
it's
does
in
she
the
say
middle
that?
of the night, I don't know.
Why does she say that?
I feel like our guests could answer that question.
Yeah.
So we'll
we have our
bring
guest
her in.
today. We are so excited to have her answer questions.
Yeah.
Ours and the callers.
And the callers. Speaking of the callers, you can keep calling us up 6310899. We'll take your calls in a bit. But saying hi to Simon Valencia and to all the other Simsters who says, loving the show, kahit single ako, I'm taking notes. To Elle, who's saying it's a very educational topic. It's about to get so much more educational in a couple of minutes.
When our expert talk.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes. And then, yeah.
And so many questions from Instagram. So if you guys want to keep sending them in, it's the Mother Show PH. Promise we won't mention your name unless you want us to.
And that's on all platforms.
Yes.
So whether that's IG, Facebook, Twitter, at the Mother Show PH.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It's 9:53.
Make your choice. I'm a very busy
Make
woman
your
and we
decision.
haven't got all day.
Si Amanda slowly coming out. No,
This is Ursula.
Sorry.
Ursula. Sorry, my
Okay.
kids are in a Little Mermaid
So
phase.
it's the Mother Show, by the way. We're taking care of you all the way until 12. We're talking all about sex with our guest, Doc Rica Cruz, right after this break. Don't go anywhere, please.
The show for moms by moms. The Mother Show on Magic 89.9.
It's 9:57. Welcome back to the Mother Show. My name is Ricky.
I'm Andy.
This is
I'm Olivia.
That's right. We have Olivia with us on the most important episode of the season.
Stop the presses! Wala na palang presses ngayon.
We also have with us our special guest. She's going to be entertaining the rest of your questions. She's a professional. She's a sex educator, a sex therapist, a psychologist as well. Please welcome, for the first time in the morning on the Magic, we have Doc Rica Cruz. Hi, Doc.
Hi, good morning.
Good
Thank you
morning.
for having me here. It's quite different when it's
No?
in the morning.
Oh, the lights are on.
Okay,
and
a little
all
bit.
women here
Yes.
as opposed to like the boys.
So a little backstory, if you don't know, Doc Rica is usually on BNO.
Yes.
Yes, boys' night out every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
night.
So
Yeah. So now it's different.
how different is it?
Well, number one, I have to wake up early. Earlier than
And it's
usual.
traffic.
And the traffic is
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
And number two, the energy is lighter actually.
Lighter?
Yeah, as opposed to having all men here.
It's very vibrant and pink, is it?
Yeah.
Well, let us introduce some purple and some deep red. Some brown.
Come on, let's do it.
No, but anyway, so you're here to talk to us about what you do, of course. You mentioned you're a sex therapist, you're a psychologist, a sex educator. What exactly do you deal with on a day-to-day basis?
Okay. As a psychologist, the expertise is sex therapy. So that includes some therapy for couples who are
Okay.
having problems with their sexual lives.
Okay.
It can range from like not having enough sex for one of them, so low sexual desire, all the way to like erectile dysfunction, no orgasms.
Like you said, there's a condition called anorgasmia.
Yes.
Which is the inability of a woman. Is it precisely?
To orgasm,
It's
yes.
specific to a woman.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Delayed ejaculation, and even couples who haven't had sex yet after years of marriage, I deal with them.
Oh,
Yes.
is there your clients? Do they tend to be young? Do they tend to be middle aged?
Oh, they range from like early 20s.
Early
to
20s.
Wow.
Early 20s to all the way to seniors.
Oh.
Yes. And you'd be surprised. Like when
How
I have
active?
senior clients,
Yeah.
they're so cute.
Are they?
Yeah. Like they describe to me their sex lives and they're really into that whole I want to have a more improved sex life now.
Really?
Like at 70 and
Wow.
and they're more into exploration.
No, that's what Delamar was saying. That as you age, sometimes for women, Dao, as you age, that's when your libido is just
Yes.
at your peak.
And what age is that?
Usually, which is weird, right? Because menopause, it will bring your libido down.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, when they know that they can't have babies anymore,
No way. You're
yes,
joking.
that's the time when they when
You're
they look for
joking.
it. The only problem is for men as they age. That's when their penises start like that's when they have their sexual functioning problems.
No way.
Yes.
Why is that? Why do men have problems with that as they get older? Is it
It's more physiological.
physiological?
Yes.
What exactly is happening? Is it the hormones causing?
Maybe, yes. But more on the biological take of the man. And usually there are other conditions like diabetes.
There you go.
problems.
Okay, so
Yes.
it's all connected.
Yes. It's all connected. That's why they always have to get checked. Especially when like they reach at 30s, 40s, 50s.
Yeah.
They always need to get checked.
That's how
To
it
get that thing
is.
going. Yes.
Oh.
So you
It's interesting.
very
It's
interesting. Oh, so you were saying that you teach. Are you allowed to say what school?
Yes, I teach. I'm a faculty member at the Ateneo de Manila University. Yes, I teach psychology, psychology courses, and one of my courses right now that I handle is sexual health and well-being.
Wow.
So it's for the undergrad college students to know more about their sexual health.
Sexual health.
Sexual health.
Yes,
Sexual
because
health.
I think it's really important.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
It is.
wish I took that when I was in college.
I just started.
Oh, you just started.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
quite new because for the longest time they won't allow. We don't have sex ed here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Yes.
Why is that kaya? Are we
Oh, the
that
culture.
conservative?
Yes, the
yeah.
culture. And now that the RH bill has been passed, it's part of the bill that we should have
To be part of
Sexual,
the
yeah.
sexual
curriculum,
education
yeah.
for children.
Yeah,
So
because they
we're
need to
starting.
know about things.
They do need to know about things. And what people don't know, especially mommies, what people don't know is that you have to be talking to your kids about sex as young as around 3.
Sabay tingin
And
ko.
You know what? I just passed through the question of how does the baby come out.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember,
you
I
said
was
What
that.
talking
did-
to
what did
you,
you
and I
say?
told her the truth, and she was more accepting of
Yes.
it,
Yeah.
of the truth, rather
proud
than
of
me.
you.
So,
Very
and she
nice.
accepted it so easily.
Because I think children really have no
No malice.
No
Yeah,
malice.
no malice.
It's us.
So it was easier once I figured that out. I was like, okay, just tell her the truth and let her handle it.
But of course, the truth, age appropriate.
yeah,
Yes.
age appropriate. You
Of
have to just
course.
explain in their language.
That's good.
Yeah.
So you think that us as mothers, we should also be open to talking about sex with our children
Of course.
as early as 3.
3 or 4 when they start asking
When,
questions.
when they start
asking questions like that.
So
Where
when-
do babies come from? How was I made?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I don't know, this is a very sensitive topic because every time I tell these to parents, every time I give out talks, I ask them like, at what age did you notice your kids start touching themselves? Because they do.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
part
they
of their
do. Yeah.
development, right? And what age?
My kid?
Yes.
I have seen it in my second son, and he's now 2.
Mm-hmm.
And he touches it, and he calls out to it, Mama, my pututoy. It's my pututoy, Mama. Mama?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. My daughter naman, mga around 3 or around 3 or 4, they would start playing with themselves. And the usual reaction of adults when we see them play with themselves is to say,
Stop it.
Nah, stop it, don't do that, that's bad. And that actually gives them the malice
And the shame.
and the shame. So what should you do? What do you do?
Do you tell them that there's
Me,
a
I
time
just
for
distract them.
You
with
distract how?
I just give them a toy or just to make them stop.
Doing what you
doing
do.
what they're doing. Like just distract them.
What should we do?
Yeah.
Doc?
You ask them what they're doing or how they're feeling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then usually they would say, oh, it tickles.
Yeah.
And it feels
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
You just
let
say
it go.
okay and just let it be. And then when they start doing it when there are other people, that's when you tell them, you only do it with yourself.
Yeah.
You're
Don't
by
let other
yourself.
don't let other people touch you or
And don't do it in public.
yeah, and because usually they will just play. They won't have that, I have to do it again, I have to do it again.
Yeah.
They don't have that thinking. They'll just
Yes.
play with it and then they will just say, oh, it's ticklish.
It's innocent, in other words.
Yes, very innocent.
Yeah.
But when you start telling them na, don't do it, stop it, that's when it becomes not so innocent.
Yeah, because now we are imputing the malice
Yes.
to our children who are innocent.
Yes,
I
that's
really-
when it's
I think we need a second session with you because
That's true.
because Doc, the reason for today what we wanted is mostly for the mothers.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
The sexual desires, our sexual attitude with our husbands, like
For marriage.
for marriage.
Yes.
Yeah. But we do need to talk to you also about how to communicate that with our children.
Let's do it some other time then.
Yeah, that's another episode. Oh my goodness.
Let's go for the mothers first.
Okay, so it's
Our
10:06.
needs.
If you just tuned in, we have Doc Rica Cruz with us on the Mother Show. It's Ricky, it's Andy, it's Del, all the way until 12. We're opening up the phone lines once again for any questions that you might have. It's 6310899.
Yep. Or you can also follow us on Instagram. It's the Mother Show PH, and we've been getting a lot of messages.
We have.
Can we just ask the question that is so far has been the most popular one, and they seem to be hung up on this. People want to know what is too much sex or not enough sex in a marriage.
Okay. I try to stay away from quantity and focus more on quality. But that is the question that made me go into sex research and sex therapy.
Really?
It was a time when I wanted to know how much sex should I be having to be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What age was that?
I was 26. I was 26 because I was
Okay.
already doing my graduate studies.
Were you active already?
Yes, I already had a daughter. My daughter was already around 4 or 5 years old.
At the time.
Okay.
At the time. So that was my question. And then I went into it and then I found out that it's not really about quantity. But if you want the statistics, I did a study on Filipino sexual behaviors. It's an ongoing study. Now it's once a week. Married people, they have sex once a week. Right? But for your marriage to be considered a sexless marriage, which we do not want. That's what we're trying to avoid. You the sex should be around 10 times a year or less. So if you're having sex less than 10 times a year, that's already a sexless marriage.
Okay.
Yeah. So when people ask me like how often should I have sex with my husband, I would say around once a week is okay.
That's par for course. That's normal.
That's
once a
normal.
week?
That's average. Yes.
Okay. With the
Yeah.
lifestyle that we have now, because with the traffic.
Yes.
That's the truth. Traffic does affect sex. If you can't get
Yeah.
home, you're stuck in on the road for 2.5 hours.
And you're tired, right?
And you're-
Driving.
Yeah.
Then you have to take care of the kids, and then you have to think about the baons and everything.
Yeah.
But yes, you should have time to have sex at least once a week.
At least once a
That's
week.
the recommended.
That's correct. To be happy in a marriage.
Not necessarily to be happy, because if you have sex once a week
How
and the
happy-
sex is bad, that's why I say I don't want to focus on the quantity.
Yeah,
I want
it's
to focus
more of
on
the
the quality. Yeah.
What do
Yeah.
people say when you ask them a question like, "Are you having good sex?" What is good sex?
What is good sex for you? That's subjective.
Okay, that is subjective.
Yes.
But is there a commonality among Filipinos?
When they say what's bad sex,
No, I mean good. Well, good and bad.
okay. Good sex usually. Can I use this as a plug? Because I'm doing a study on sexual pleasure of Filipino wives. Very specific. So I need people to interview. Anyway,
We would love to take part.
yes, please.
One,
Yes,
two,
please.
three.
I'll get back
booked.
to you. But for the pleasure, what's good is most of them say that they need to orgasm. That's the number one thing. They need to orgasm. Number two, they need to know that their husbands are satisfied.
Everybody's saying
Yeah.
We don't have that Western thinking that
Ako lang.
I just need to be.
Yeah.
No, release it. It's very Filipino, and sometimes they think na if they have satisfied their husbands will be happy. They will be happy too. That's part of their
way of
schema.
thinking.
So this is just for the women.
This is for Filipino
Filipino
wives. Yes.
That's true, though.
So if you're
Right?
married,
Yeah.
if you are married to a Filipino woman,
You're
Wow.
lucky.
Wow. What a
Yeah.
woman that
Pala
is.
yun.
But then, what's sad is that most wives naman, they really fake orgasm.
Why?
Because they
Is
just
there-
wanted to get over
And done with. She needs to do something else.
Yes, so they're not in that state.
In that
they're not
moment.
in that
Yes.
sexual moment, which is sad. I
But
think
we-
because sex should be enjoyable.
So what do you recommend?
What do you mean?
Sorry.
I'm confused. Yes.
How can men be assured that their wives have come?
Ha.
I'm sorry, but there's no other way
No,
to say
it's,
it because
it's totally
Yeah.
fine. It's normal.
Yeah, but how do they know?
They should know. I mean, if you've been with your wife for 10 years,
yeah.
you should have a feel of your wife's body. But the thing is, if the wife has been faking
it
it
from the start.
Then she would never. He would never know.
You would never know. Which is why I always tell the women, parang, what's the best sex tip that you can give them? It's really not to fake it. It's to tell your husband what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as Filipino women,
You're looking at me like,
as
No, because it's so you know what's hard for the three of us
Yeah.
to talk about this is because we are married and we implicate unintentionally
Yeah.
our partners.
Yeah.
That's where if I were single and active
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I would just bombard you with my questions.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I've my husband has asked me that. What do you want?
Yeah.
yes.
What do you want? And I'm like, that's a great question because I'm sorry.
No.
Go.
Go.
Because for me, it's not one thing. It depends on my mood.
Exactly.
Like today,
Yeah.
I want this. Tomorrow, I want that.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell
Can't
you.
always be the same.
I can't. We are 32 flavors and then some.
No, yeah, I understand.
Do you agree?
I agree.
Yeah.
And that's why they need to take us out of that zone. Because we live in zones.
Yeah.
We live in zones, we live in moments, we live in environments, and there's a certain environment for certain situations.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Right? And in order for them to know what kind of situation we need to get to that state, that hot and roused state,
The goddess.
we have to be connected as a couple.
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
Yes.
Okay.
And for you guys to be, and for us, talagang you. Sama mo sa sarili mo. Okay. And for us to be able to get in that zone, in that mood, you should know how to consciously get yourself.
Oh, so it's not just the husband.
It's
the
not
husband.
just
it's
the
you.
husband.
It's your responsibility
It's your
as well.
Yeah, because
responsibility.
Doc Rica was even saying it's also all in the mind, right?
And that's a common misconception of women na parang, I want it to be spontaneous. I want my husband to do this and
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. So I will get
Like,
aroused
yeah.
and I will desire him. But yes, that's a big part. But another big part is you yourself.
Yeah. You gotta stay away from all the worries and all the.
Or have a pregame for yourself.
Yes.
Tama ba?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whether you need to watch something or play.
Or read something.
Or read
Yeah.
something. Or
Yeah.
read something.
So by the time he's home, you're kind of like, it's
Hey, babe.
Yes, that's very good.
diba?
Because
this makes sense.
you should do your part as well. You can't just
Rely on the guy to do
rely on the
everything.
guy because sometimes they actually don't know what they're doing. Hi, babe.
No, yeah.
No, but yeah, I mean, diba?
Yeah.
And sino magsasabi sa kanila what to do? It's
Yeah.
you. It's you.
Parang argument lang siya, no? Na parang, how will they know what you want if you don't tell them?
That's true. We expect our
Such as in
husbands
sex.
to be mind readers in
Yeah.
all things,
They're
including
not.
sex. And they're not. How can they? Our minds are just like 1,000 tabs open.
And I mean, it's a different body part, right? It's all the way down
Yeah.
there.
It's like a basement. It's all the way down there. I have a question.
Yeah, this is your question.
Because in our culture, and maybe globally also, women are perceived to be the desired one, right? But you see women in bikinis,
Yes.
tight-fitting clothes, whatever. But we hardly understand that men need to be desired as well.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Can you talk about that? Because I'm sure that, like for the men who called us, who haven't been having a lot of sex with their wives, yeah, part of that is their sexual needs are not met,
Mm-hmm.
but on the feeling side, they don't feel desired by the woman that they married.
Naiyakin. No, because that's a common problem here.
Yes.
And that could lead to what we call emasculation.
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 And given the culture, diba, the macho
Yes.
culture, though we don't
Yeah.
want it, it's ingrained in our husbands.
Right.
So, although like we're like the strong, independent women, we don't need them. We don't need the man. The fact that you're in a marriage,
You need them.
you need them, and you need to help them.
Yes.
And helping them means making them feel that they're men.
Tired.
Yeah, and wanted.
And
yeah.
wanted.
Yeah.
And minsan kasi when we stop doing that, that's when they start feeling, she doesn't need me anymore.
And that's easier for them to succumb to some other women wanting them, especially if they're lookers
Yes.
or,
Yes.
it becomes a wedge.
Matatapang kasi rin tayo eh.
Yeah.
Like Filipinas,
Yeah.
matatapang tayo, and we have this thinking na, okay, if you don't want to do it, I can do it by myself.
Yeah.
But in sex, you can do it by yourself, but
Yeah.
it's not as fun.
That's sad.
But in reality, you need your husbands. That's why
Yeah.
you're with your husbands. And you have to work both ways. Diba? So you have to make them feel, if you want your husband to make you feel like a woman,
Make him feel like a man.
make him feel like a man.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's going on my Instagram.
Yeah, we need to Instagram this with your quote. If you want to, what's that?
If you want your husband to make you feel like a woman, you have to make your husband feel like a man.
There you
That's-
go.
that's great advice.
It really is.
Because it's always one way.
Yeah, most women don't
Yeah.
want to initiate.
Mm.
Why is that? Why don't want?
Oh, the shame, the guilt, the culture. Diba women, it's the sexual double standard. Women shouldn't be sexual initiators.
Yeah.
If you're a sexual initiator, you're a, what do they call you? You're a
yes,
slut.
yeah, those
Diba?
words.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're the whore. And
Yeah.
you shouldn't be respected.
Yeah.
That's what we were taught.
Yeah.
To not want, not
To
not
not-
honor our sexual needs.
Yeah.
But for a marriage to really work, you need to.
You need to.
yourself
You need to.
and your husband.
This is, yeah.
I
It's making so
know.
much sense. It really is.
Yeah, especially like all of us are not married 10 years, right? How long
Yeah.
have you been married?
5 years this November.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
and you were married
I'm magsa-3 pa lang.
3. Ako 2015. Oh, tama. Kaka-3 ko lang nitong April.
Mm.
So we're kind of newly
Yeah.
married. And we're in
Yeah.
that category and now we have children and sex now with kids is so different.
It's different, yes.
It's very different.
Yeah, it's just the two of you.
Yeah.
Or like
it's
after
different.
pregnancy.
Yeah.
Ask the
I
question.
remember.
Yeah. Okay. So somebody threw in a question over Instagram, and they said that, hold on. She goes like, my question is, how come after pregnancy, parang masakit to have sex again?
It's been 6 months.
It's like it's burning down there.
Merong mga ganon because of like, di ba when you get pregnant, normal delivery,
Yeah.
there's they cut you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Episiotomy.
So sometimes it doesn't heal.
Because she said that she after they did it after 6 months of her giving birth, she cried because it was still so painful.
What can she do?
That's desensitization. Lube.
Lube.
Yes. Add lube so
Okay.
it'll be more comfortable for her, or make her self-lubricate.
Preheat the oven.
Yeah,
Yes.
diba? You have to
Yeah.
preheat the
Foreplay.
oven.
Foreplay.
So I have a question.
Kasi it's like bago ulit eh.
Yeah.
Ganun.
Okay. One last story, Del. No, so Kunya, you gave birth. So when can you do it again
Usually
after?
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Okay.
They say 6 weeks after
Is that
you can
both
do
for
it.
normal
Na it's healed
delivery?
na. It's okay to do it.
Oo, kapag you have the go signal na from your doctor,
Okay.
then it's okay to do it.
I remember nga my doctor told me that. She did say, like, she would tell me when it's okay. But is it the same for normal delivery and for CS?
Oh, that one I don't know. You should ask your doctor for that.
Okay. But normally, things being equal and normal delivery, 6 weeks.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Pero yun nga, because of other factors like a new baby, and then
Yeah.
you have your wound there. And then there are other factors like for the men, when they see you crowning, minsan traumatic siya.
Yeah.
So, when they look at it again,
they can't
medyo
see
mahirap.
it. Oo, parang something has changed.
Yeah.
So don't look at it. Don't look at it so much. That's what I told my husband because like he wanted to like see the whole experience. I was like, no, you just stay here in my head.
Yeah,
like,
by the
hold
head.
my hand,
Yeah.
right?
Why is that? Why do men not?
Because men are very visual.
Yeah.
So if you show them your vagina and with the baby coming out of it, diba that's scary for them with all the blood. And then you show him again your vagina ready to be pleasured.
Invaded.
Yeah, invaded. It's different na.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they're very visual pala as a
Makikita
people.
nila ulit yan. That's why they love porn, diba?
Yes. Yes.
Because they
do.
remember.
Yeah.
They do
what
ba? They love
see.
porn. It's 10:21. Again, if you just tuned in, we're talking about sex with psychologist Rica Cruz. If you have any questions, you can call us up at 6310899. We're also online. It's at the Mother Show PH for any questions you might have. Let's open up the phone lines. Magic, hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning,
Hi.
sir. What's your name?
I'm Ace.
Hi, Ace. Welcome to the show.
Oh yeah, I have a question lang kasi paano mo mababalik yung pagiging adventurous nyo? Kasi since we had our child, parang before, I mean regular naman kami 3 to 4 times a week pa rin. Pero yung setup kumbaga sa bahay lang or hotel ganyan. Pero prior to us having a kid, kumbaga mas adventurous kami. Kumbaga, we do it anywhere. Yun yun, parang mas exciting. But, nung nagkaroon na kami ng son, wala na, parang kami niya, we're too old for that, ganito, ganyan. Parang we need to mature. Tapos, alam mo yun, even if yung normal route, yung normal na, kumbaga, how we go there, paano namin, yung build up, para mangyari yun. Even if I try to do it again, wala eh. Parang she's not in the mood daw, ganun. Pero when we're at home naman, separate room naman kasi yung son namin. So, meron pa rin naman siyang initiative. Diba? To initiate. Pero, yung what I miss kasi yung ano yun?
Strike anywhere.
Yung
The adventure.
Excitement. Yeah, the adventure.
So, medyo vanilla tayo ngayon, gano'n.
It's a boring flavor.
Yeah. Medyo nawala yung sprinkles.
So how do I
like that.
you know,
Bring back the sprinkles. That's what you want to ask.
The toppings.
you know, I mean, I always compliment her naman and everything. Kumbaga, I always try to make her feel, you know, special, beautiful, and all. Totoo naman eh. I mean, honestly, parang wala naman nangyari except for the stretch marks, of course. Pero aside from that, okay talaga lahat.
Okay.
So, nagtataka lang ako bakit parang...
How about you?
Parang ako ba yung may problem na parang... is that me being immature ba? Paano ba? Or talaga, process ba talaga yun? Talaga bang mawawala yun? Or may way ba para mabalik siya?
Okay. You wanna answer it?
No.
Go. Answer it first.
Well, I think that, like we said earlier, there's really a part of, and then I don't know if this is a fault or it's just a matter of, it just happens. Pag nagkaanak ka, something changes in you. But don't think that it's a death sentence. Because your wife is probably still learning. And right now, the most important role in her life right now is how to be a mother. And I'm telling you, sobrang laking role nito that she can't see her needs.
Yeah.
Or she can't see herself as a sexual goddess because she sees herself as a mother.
Yeah.
And so she can't feel adventurous like she used to before the child because may anak na siya. She can't rewind her head back to, you know.
And it's like she's taking care of the child for you. So every time she's nahihirapan or she's tired, at the back of her mind, she's like, I'm doing all of this for my husband so that he is happy and I am keeping his house and I am raising his children. So technically, it's not that she doesn't love you or she's not thinking about you anymore. It's just that it's tied up to there and she forgets that she has separate obligations to you.
Yes, we need reminding. But
Yeah.
And I also think that they did say that women can have sex, but their minds are somewhere else.
In the grocery.
In the list that she needs to do. And men are different. When you are in the act, you are in the act.
Yeah.
That's all you ever think about. But women are different. Our brains are different. We could be making a list in our head while doing it with you.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why she just wants to do it, because she needs to get back to other things that she needs to do.
But have you guys tried like traveling together alone?
Yeah, I mean, yun nga eh. I even tried that. As in, went to Palawan. Just the two of us. So, I was expecting, sige, sinadya ko pa nga 4 nights, 5 days para ko.
Wow.
How was it? How was it? What happened?
Well, the first 2 days, syempre, parang it's more of relaxing lang talaga. Alam mo yun, kumbaga, it's more of making love than having sex. Parang ganon. Diba? Pero, syempre, nung third night na namin, so parang I thought na pwede nang, kumbaga, be a little more adventurous. Kumbaga, nag-i-initiate ako. We were drinking by the beach, ganyan.
Sarap na na.
I know.
So, parang sa akin, parang sabi niya na, ayun na, stop, na parang awkward daw, ganon, we need to grow up, we're not kids anymore. Doon niya sinabi sa akin yun. So,
Yeah, yun yung mindset na yun. That,
pero we continued naman pagdating na, before we sleep, before kami natulog, nung nasa room na kami. Basta, kumbaga, she wants it more secure.
Privacy. May privacy.
Parang, yun lang. Kumbaga, sa akin, hindi naman sa I can't live without it, no? Pero, kumbaga, it's something lang na I
you
also
look
like.
for.
Oh, nung mga time na, nung kami na, I mean, hindi pa kami kasal, wala pa kaming kids. Diba? Parang, namimiss ko lang yung ganun. Yung parang sobrang flowing. Kumbaga, flowing lang lahat. Yun yung parang nawala.
For me, if your wife is as neurotic as me, part of
Erotic?
neurotic.
Sorry.
Because part of what stops me from being as adventurous as I was before is the presence of a camera and a phone. Because you never know if
Ganun.
No. What I mean, no. What I mean to say is, if you're in public, you never know who can see you. You never know who's recording you. And even like, there are a lot of viral videos that come out in clubs when people feel like they're hidden. Hindi nila alam, nire-record sila. Next thing they know, it's online. I don't know, but for me, that plays a part in my not being adventurous. Because now unless you're absolutely sure that you're just alone on that island, that nobody's there, for me, I don't know, but that's suntok sa buwan kasi that plays a part in my way of thinking.
Of course, it's a public
Principles.
place.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Pero di ba dati parang supposed to be, that's part of the thrill of it. Before lang naman.
Wala
I don't know,
kasing-
man.
Wala ka,
Nasabi niya rin yun sa akin kasi, I mean, sa kanya nang galing.
kasi iba talaga yung the risks you want to take when you don't have kids.
yes.
Yes.
And the
Or when
risks
you have
you
kids.
take when you have
That's
kids.
okay.
So it's me being immature somehow? Ganun ba?
No, not necessarily. It's just that her sense of thrill or sense of adventure is different from now,
Yeah.
Okay.
right? Or from,
Okay.
I have a question,
from
Doc Rica.
what it was before.
If they were your
Clients.
your
Mhm.
ano ba?
Clients.
Patients,
Clients.
clients
Yes.
in a therapy, what would you ask them to do together?
I would ask the woman first what made her feel that it's not a grown-up thing to do.
That's
Kasi yun yung paulit-ulit na lumalabas eh. Like, what makes her
No,
think...
mature na tayo.
Oo,
Ganun.
yung no,
Yeah.
mature na tayo. And bakit hindi nila pwede gawin yun ngayon?
Oh, you know what? That's a good question to ask your wife.
Yeah.
Or to like, yeah.
Mhm.
What would be yung katumbas niyan at this point in her life?
Parang how
What's
should we behave
adventurous
now?
for you?
Yes,
What
what's
is
thrilling
adventurous?
for you? Is it like
Okay.
secret texts while you're both at work and like steamy messages?
And the underwear when na merong may control?
Oh, yeah!
Yeah! Make her wear that and then you're somewhere else in the house and he turns it on
Saan
and
may
she
ganon?
feels it.
What is that?
South Africa, man.
It's a toy.
Oh, it's a toy.
Yes.
It's an underwear.
pwede mga online shopping yan.
Guys,
Thank you so much.
So basically, just look for something else, more adventurous, more
Yeah.
mature,
More
to
thrilling.
do, more thrilling.
Yeah.
Pero
Baka yung
baka yung sex in a public place, kasi nga ang daming repercussions na, especially if you're a mother and you have kids.
Yeah.
My kids
So maybe yung adventurous niya is not that level.
Yeah.
It could be another.
Yeah.
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 But it's still there. Don't lose hope. The goddess is still there.
She's there. I'm telling you.
She just relocated to a different part. You know,
and
you
you
just
have to find her.
That's your homework, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay,
Or I'm thinking if he wants to have sex in a public place, he can go rent a hotel room, yung medyo top floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Na may
Windows
window.
open.
Yeah. Diba?
Tapos
Yeah.
nakahawak siya dun sa window.
I feel like you just see this in the movies, right?
Kasi pwede yun eh.
Sa Grand
real.
Hyatt.
Yeah, yeah.
Sa
talaga?
Grand Hyatt,
Okay.
57th floor. Try nyo.
Diba?
Baka mamaya ang dami na lang. It's 10:31. We still have Doc Rica Cruz. Any questions related to your sex life? We are here to serve the mothers and the fathers of the world.
Oh, yes.
So call us up 6310899 saying hi to Jojo, the love survivor.
Hi, Jojo.
Hi, Jojo. Yeah.
Hi, Jo. Hi to Donna as well, to Anton, to Melvin. Everybody's listening.
I know. Whenever it's sex, talagang
Yeah, they
you
said-
have their full attention.
They said 3 hours is not enough.
No, ano daw, no commercial breaks if pwede.
So my friend has a question.
Yes, your friend. Hello, your friend.
So my friend says, she doesn't like receiving
Oral sex?
oral sex, but she is okay with giving it.
Okay.
And she's okay that she's not pleased.
Oh.
And
That's interesting.
even as a friend, I was like, what do you mean you're okay with it? Why? And I always thought that it's control.
Mm-hmm.
She was afraid to lose control.
Mm-hmm.
But is there a condition where you just want to give and you don't want to get?
Maybe she gets pleasure from somewhere else. Remember when I said that Filipino women, they need to make sure that their husbands are okay, that their
Yeah.
husbands are satisfied?
It
Baka
could
okay na
be-
sa kanya yon.
Pwede yun, that's possible.
Yeah.
It could be just the feeling of seeing the husband pleased,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that you've pleased another human being.
Okay, so
It's quite difficult to understand, especially when you've experienced that kind of pleasure that you can give yourself, right?
But well, there are two women.
Mm-hmm.
They're both women.
Oh,
There's no
okay.
husband in this one. But for them, like my friend does not. She's okay giving it, not receiving it. Is that a condition? Is that a mind thing? Is it?
It can be a mind thing, because what is it about pleasure that she doesn't want?
Oh,
That she's not okay with?
Yeah.
And usually it's connected to the guilt and the shame, the stigma around it. Because we're not supposed to feel pleasure, right? Yeah. Women are not supposed to feel pleasure.
So it's really a mind thing.
Yes.
Sex starts in the brain.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I like this. Sex starts in the brain.
Mm-hmm.
Sex starts in the brain. 10:33.
Yeah, I have a question here. She says, my baby is 6 months already. My husband and I haven't had sex yet because I'm scared of getting pregnant again and he's too stubborn to use protection. Is that bad?
Oh. That's a thing that they have to talk about. And she doesn't want to use birth control, right? The
Yeah.
pills, IUD.
No.
Yeah.
Or the
Maybe they can
injectable.
explore.
Can you
yes.
take the injection even if you're breastfeeding?
Oh, that one I'm not sure. But they can ask their doctors like what other birth control methods they could use if the husband doesn't like to use a condom.
Yeah.
But it's a difficult problem, especially because you have to decide which one will take the control with the birth
Yes.
control.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes for women it's hard. It's difficult, especially when you're breastfeeding. You're taking care of a child.
Yes.
But this is that's really a question for the sexes because men don't want to be burdened with protection issues.
Yeah.
But it's always put on the women. And I remember reading this article which said it's actually more economical, easier for men to carry the burden of sexual protection than women.
Alam mo ba, since we're on this topic, there's this pill for birth control for men. It was disapproved.
I heard
Really?
It was disapproved because it gives half of the side effects that birth control pills give women.
So here's what it means. When women take pills as a contraceptive, we have a host of side effects, right?
Yes, yeah.
But the law is okay with that. When this pill was introduced, it only has half the side effects on men that it does have on women, and it was disapproved. It's like, okay lang.
How unfair.
Because these lawmakers are men.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. We are
So it's really a battle of...
Scum.
Yeah, that's true though, because that's why the worldwide call is for women to be part of decision making, of lawmaking, because our voice needs to be heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is true.
Wow. Was that in the U.S.?
Yes.
In the U.S.
Yes. Or maybe they can use like those very thin condoms.
I think so, yeah.
Ultra thin stuff. It's 10:36. I have a question off of Instagram. She goes, "Hi, I need your thoughts about this. Me and my husband usually don't have sex. Mas gusto ko kaysa sa gusto niya. Sabi sa nabasa ko, be vocal about it daw and tell husband that you feel sad na walang sex, walang kiss, walang hug, minsan 1 month. Kailangan ko pa mag-initiate. Pero may time na kiss na lang, ayaw pa niya. Sleep na daw ako. Naliligo naman ako, I do brush my teeth. But seriously, is it a sign that the husband doesn't love me anymore? Super cold niya. Lagi na lang siya busy on so many other things. Ayaw niya din lumabas, like mag-hotel or mag-motel. Sayang lang daw."
That's so
Can you
weird.
tell them to come to me?
Kasi parang it's a deeper...
Doc Rica wants to see.
Yeah,
It's
no?
if they are ask help from a professional.
Yeah, seek professional
Because
help.
it
not
sounds
normal,
like
no?
it's a deeper issue.
Yeah. So kiss touch for a month, that's not
Yeah.
I would feel so
Me also,
lonely.
I would, yeah.
It's sad for the woman kasi you want to be desired.
Yes.
It's true, yeah.
And then if your husband tells
Doesn't
you
wanna-
no,
Tapos
parang,
siya yung
ang pangit ko ba?
nag-initiate. Yeah.
Diba?
Yes,
There's
There's a
something wrong
rejection
with
that's
me.
there eh.
And then when she tries to kiss and he says, "Matulog ka na."
Ay!
Wow.
Saksakin mo na lang ako. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feels like that. It hurts
Yeah.
so much.
It's 10:37. Oh, sorry.
I have somebody here. She says, I'm 39 years old, 2 months pregnant, and this is my first pregnancy. Is it still safe to have sex with my husband during pregnancy? I'm asking because I'm shy to ask my OB, and my husband is also asking.
39 weeks.
39 years old,
39
and
years old.
she's 2
2
months
months.
pregnant.
Sorry.
How about you, Andy? Is it
Me?
safe?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you have
And
the
then- yeah,
conditions
yeah,
like
yeah.
placenta previa,
Yeah.
if things are normal, isn't...
If it's a healthy, normal pregnancy, then it's okay.
Yes.
Unless the doctor tells you
Not to do
it, then it should be okay.
Yeah.
Because stimulation also hastens
contractions.
labor, all contractions. But at 2 months, I don't think that's...
You're still okay.
And you know what? When you're pregnant, it's actually the most intense orgasm.
Yes,
Sorry, hold on.
I mean...
No, but you know what? But some men, like, they don't like to do it when their
Yeah,
when their wives are pregnant,
yeah.
because they think
It's common.
parang to them
Kawawa yung
kawawa,
baby.
di ba? Baka matamaan, baka may
Ang
get
haba.
hurt. Or... No, but parang the fact that there's a baby there, and they don't want to.
Tinawanan na lang sa mukha, no? But,
ang haba ng hair ko. Sa lalaki, ang haba ng...
Takot ka matamaan.
Cute mo. But that girl who sent the question, your OB knows you're having sex. That's why you got pregnant.
Yeah.
So please ask your doctor.
Yeah.
Don't be shy.
Ako, I asked my questions. She's a doctor.
Of course, she knows what to do.
She knows what to do. And,
Yeah.
look, she doesn't think that you're not doing it.
Yeah.
That this is virgin birth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You have to ask. You have to be open with your OB.
If there's anybody, siya. At this
As in,
point,
literally. And,
They're not
yeah.
supposed to judge you, by the way. If
Yes.
your OB judges you,
get another OB.
Magic, hello.
Hello, hi.
Hi, good morning. Our first
Hi, good
female
morning.
caller.
Welcome.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Monica. Oh my
Monica.
God, I said my name.
It's not too late.
It's okay.
Let's call you Harmonica. Okay, what's your question?
So, my question is, because I just started having sex, and then I think I'm a late bloomer also.
How old are you?
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
How old are you?
28.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay, and then
I was just
so-
1 year younger than you when I started.
I really okay.
Yeah.
That makes me feel so much comfortable. But then I'm just wondering because I don't know how it is because obviously it's my first time, and then it's been like hard with my boyfriend. Like it just doesn't go in because I watch porn before doing this, and it's been like my outlet. But then when we do it, it's not like what I watch, or it's not even close to it. I always tell my friends like it's not the maximum. Like it's not how I thought it would be, or like there are times like I'm so tight and it just doesn't. I don't know. Like
What do you mean it doesn't go in?
Like sometimes I don't even know if it goes.
If it's in.
Oh my!
I don't know. Or,
Let's talk inches.
Or maybe I'm just doing. I don't know. Like I think I'm also a little bit nervous. That's what my friends say. That's why it's so tight. But then it's not with my boyfriend. Like it's his thing is okay. It's maybe more of me and my own feelings, or I don't know.
But do you get wet?
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
You will know when it
Dude,
slides.
it's a yes or no question.
Yeah.
Do you get
There are
wet?
times I'm wet. There are times I'm wet, but then there are times I'm just really tight and it's hard for it to go in.
No, it's not that you're tight. It's that you're dry.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's your dry.
Oh, okay.
So that's
it's
part of
not
your
that I'm tight,
exploration.
It's more that I'm really just dry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Tsaka, sorry, don't believe porn, okay? Because those are professionals for real. This is not a joke. When they have sex, when they're doing it, it's precisely for the camera. It's not even for themselves. That's the acting part.
Yeah.
But the angles they take is so that the camera can get the shots. Because there are documentaries now on Netflix that explains this. And
okay.
And porn stars have told people, actually, this is not normal.
Yeah,
sex.
it's fictional.
It's not pleasurable sex. Yeah.
Okay, but then so you think that for a first time, like a person does this, like it's better to actually use lube. What can you recommend?
Yes, if you want to use lube, water-based lube, and also protection, that would help you. But if you can get yourself like really wet by exploring your body, making yourself aroused, sometimes that's enough. But the lube can help.
Okay, so my problem is that I'm just really dry. That's it, right?
Or maybe you're thinking too much.
Yeah, you gotta be in the zone.
A little wine helps.
A little wine helps. You're probably imagining some scene that you watched. And it's not gonna go that way.
You just gotta let it go.
Tsaka the combination of wine and lube. Perfect.
Can I quote you on that?
Oh my god! What to take in a trip?
Pero sandali. Clarification.
Items for my bedside table.
Wine and lube.
Okay. Wine for your mouth.
And lube for the hole down there.
Okay, but thank you so much for your advice. I'll take note of that.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
By harmonica.
Bye, harmonica.
Hold on, I enjoyed that too much.
I
We could
know.
also go for
Oh my
This
God.
is so weird
So many
talking about
jokes.
sex so early in the morning.
with women, no?
Yeah.
It's instead of the boys. Okay, we have our phone lines are full. We'll get one more call and then pause for a break because we need a break. Magic, hello. Hello. Yes.
Hi. Let's just say my name's John Doe.
John Doe.
Hi, John Doe.
I feel like you're masking your voice in some sort of machine that you created specifically for this call. Okay, go ahead.
My actual voice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's your question, John Doe?
My wife and I just had. This is a question for the doctor. I'm hoping. My wife and I just had her baby recently.
Okay.
Supposedly we can already do the deed, but she's afraid because she's afraid of doing it again because before we had a baby, she was already too small, too tight for me. She would end up bleeding sometimes, and I can't use protection here. I couldn't find anything that would fit me.
Yeah, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but if a baby came out of that, sorry, dude, it's not too small.
No, I know it's not my fault, but I don't know how to convince her. No, but then the protection as well. We're both afraid of getting pregnant again.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't find any protection. We couldn't find. She even ordered something over online, but it wouldn't fit me. So I don't know what else we could do.
There are different sizes of protection that you can get. If not here, then
Amazon.
Yeah. Or
I'm
like
afraid of ordering online because it might not be the real thing. It might be fake.
No, Amazon's pretty
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah, Amazon's
Yeah.
okay.
You're
Amazon's okay.
Or if you go out of the country, there
You
are
can buy, there are sex shops.
yes.
Oh, man, that's
Yeah.
right.
Up until triple XL. I mean, if that's what's gonna fit you.
You guys don't want to have any. You guys can't advise anything that I could find here locally.
Locally,
Are you a Filipino, sir? John Doe?
Yeah, I am actually.
Do you have
I wasn't
any?
raised here, but I am.
Do you have any Arabic blood in you?
Ayun ba yung
They're one of the biggest, diba? Yeah.
Supposedly
Germans.
I'm a mutt.
And,
Huh?
Germans then.
Really?
Well,
Yes.
I have a German exorcism.
Sorry, John Doe. You're saying?
Supposedly I'm a mutt because I'm mixed breed.
Mixed breed. Okay.
You can go to different sex shops. There are different sex shops that might have
are
specialty
here.
protections.
There
of
are
course,
sex
there
shops,
are
yeah.
sex shops. And for your wife, you can do it very slowly. Maybe try pleasuring her first, and then use the little toys. There are small dildos or small toys that can be used for penetration. So very slowly.
Sorry. Okay.
Should I not be saying it?
Thanks, John Doe.
Yeah.
All right.
And good luck.
Thank you. Good day.
So she has to get really wet first if that's
Yes.
the problem. If he can't, is that physically possible though that you can't fit?
Hindi, because your vagina can stretch for 200 times.
You can birth a baby out of
That's
there.
why I
Yeah.
said that to him. Like, a baby came out.
Yeah.
Are you telling us that your thingy is bigger than your baby? Most likely not.
Right.
So
Yeah.
no, if ang feeding ko, the reason why the woman doesn't want to do it and says she's too tight or too, it's because she doesn't want to get pregnant.
Or maybe because she just gave birth.
Oh,
yeah.
She's scared.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's scared. And really, part of the fear of women when I'm just getting used to this new role.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do this again, and I might be in.
Ang laki nun, laking factor nun. I don't want to get pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if sex starts in the brain and that's in your head, then all sex cannot, go on. No matter what you
Go
do.
forward. Yeah, that's true. It's 10:48. Thank you so much for your calls, guys. We'll get more of them in just a bit, but first we have to pause for a break. Any questions that you might have for Doc Rica, you can be part of the discussion. You can call us up at 6310899.
Yep, and you can also message us on The Mother Show on Instagram, The Mother Show PH, and we're also on Facebook.
That's right. Facebook.com/TheMotherShowPH. We'll be back with more. Don't go anywhere.
Who do you think you're talking to? Moms, I'd like to follow The Mother Show on Magic 89.9.
It's 10:54. Welcome back to the show. My name is Ricky.
I'm Andy.
This is Delamar.
It's the Mother Show all the way till 12 noon. We also have Doc Rica Cruz with us. We've been talking about sex the entire almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
So if you want to join in, if you have any questions, you can let us know, 6310899.
Yep, or you can also chat with us on Facebook, facebook.com/the
Did you say
magic.
come? Sorry, go ahead.
Did I say it? I don't even
No,
know.
Ricky. It's just for today. My senses are heightened today.
We're all like super.
We're all just like jumpy.
Or you
We're all
can
jumpy.
also message us on The Mother Show PH on Instagram.
You can listen and watch live through www.magic899.fm, and we are heard nationwide. So go tell your friends if they're in Cebu. You can hear us through Magic 92.3 in Davao, Magic 89.1 in Bacolod, Magic 106.3 in Cagayan de Oro, Magic 89.3, and in General Santos 106.3.
It's 10:55. There are some messages over Facebook that I'm gonna read real quick. Cynthia says that she agrees on the having sex by the window of a hotel. she goes, we find it so exciting, 37 years and still doing it more than 3 times a week.
Oh my gosh.
So happy for you.
Good job, girl.
Wow. Also saying hi to JP, who says nothing's sexier than seeing a husband doing chores. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Try it once in a while, guys. Try
There's actually a study on that. That husbands who do chores, they have more sex.
See, this is what we were trying to tell the caller kanina.
Tama. I read that.
Yeah.
Kasi nga, you allow your wife more room to be herself.
Yeah.
And not be this label where she has to do this.
Yeah.
But she's not always mom.
Yeah.
And you're helping the family. Sort of something like you're taking things off of her plate.
Plus, she feels you're
She feels
She
you.
feels
I mean, well,
sorry.
that too.
Yes, she does.
No, she can see you, and parang if she sees you helping out,
Yeah.
she's like, "That's my man.
That's freaking
that's
sad.
that's my man."
Yeah. So it's 10:57. We've been having problems sent in via messages, and if you want to remain anonymous, we will honor that. So again, it's 6310899 at The Mother Show PH on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook. Okay, so we have a question. This is off of our Facebook page. The question goes, it's an issue with her husband. Wait, sorry. Ang tagal niya mag-type. But there's a message on Instagram.
Okay. While we're
Hold
waiting, can I just say, when you said a while ago that you love it when your husbands are helping out, doing chores, the mindset right now is to take the helping out mindset from people.
Yeah.
So it's not really your husband's helping up. They're doing the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
So
help
yeah.
your wife. That's
Yeah.
your life together.
Yeah.
Because help means that this is your responsibility and he's not a part of it, but he's helping you do it.
Yeah.
This is what I tell my husband when he goes, yeah, I had Parker for two hours. I go, you can't babysit your kids.
Yeah, they're
These
not
are your
babysitters.
kids.
Yeah.
You can't babysit your kids. That's just having children.
Yeah.
It's a teenager,
this
whoever,
makes
who will take
sense.
care of another person's child.
Yeah.
That's babysitting.
Yeah.
So you become partners. You become
Yeah.
equals.
Yeah.
As opposed to that, having that role na you're a mom, you have to do everything.
Yeah.
When it shouldn't be like that.
I
This is
think
true.
it's cultural kasi, especially in the
Yeah,
Philippines.
we have yayas.
And also
Ano yun?
women, it feels like the home is a woman's office.
Mm.
And she's supposed to do everything there. And the man just comes home and, expects everything to be ready for
Yeah.
him. So he thinks it's not his job to keep the home as well. But in the first world countries, that's changing so much.
Yeah.
In the Netherlands, in Germany, they really, men do more work. I know women who won't cook. No. Like my in-laws, if my mother-in-law cooks, my father-in-law cleans.
Yeah, we have that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if someone cooks, the other person cleans.
Yeah. Tama lang, diba?
So you share, kasi you should really share.
Yeah.
So you won't resent the other person.
Yeah.
That's right.
Or if you're the type of woman though who wants to do everything around, and that's what makes you feel like more of a woman, then is that another kind of woman? And that's completely
Then
normal
that's okay.
as well.
Yes, that's okay as well.
me, I don't want my husband in the kitchen. Kasi ang
Because
gulo
that's
niya.
your there.
Yeah.
I will have to clean up.
Yeah.
I'm like that also. Parang ako na lang.
Yeah.
Ako na lang.
Right?
Yeah. Because
Take
you have
out
a
the
way of
garbage.
doing it. Yeah.
You find something that he can do
Yeah.
that will pass your standards.
I like this. Such OCS.
Okay, so somebody on Facebook goes, I have a concern. I have issues with my husband. So they're both OFWs. To cut it short, she wants to know if it's normal to not have sex for 2.5 months. And every time she would initiate, he would say na masakit yung ulo niya o masakit yung katawan niya. And he's been feeling very cold. And then one time, she asked him if he's aware that they haven't had sex for 2.5 months. And he said yes. And she goes, that bothers me because he is aware and he just doesn't care at all. And we do it for mga 5 minutes lang, then that's it. And she's so bitten. So, parang, what does she do?
So, there's no affection from the husband.
Yeah. So, parang she says he's just been so cold.
Wait,
what
do
do
you mean
bitten.
OFW, how do they have sex? That's a pretty long schlong.
Well, I guess baka they're near lang. And then they see each other every month. I don't know.
So long distance.
Yeah, they're both OFW. Sorry, we were both OFWs before. Sorry.
Okay. So they're in the same.
So they live in the same house na.
Pero no, they have no intimacy. No, they have.
Yeah,
no
but every
affection
time
for
she
each other.
initiates, the guy just makes an excuse.
And for her, it feels like an excuse.
Yeah,
not
like
real reason.
she feels like he's feeling he's been cold, and parang he just doesn't want to do it, and he's aware that they haven't done it for like
Then there
2.5
must be a
weeks.
reason behind it. Like the problem a while ago
Mm-hmm.
that Ricky read out.
Yeah.
So there must be a deeper problem that they need to settle
Go see
first.
Doc Rica.
Or
Yeah.
get help or go counseling, or if they have friends that can mediate. But basically, if they can be honest with each other, they'll be able to pinpoint what the problem is. Pero parang hindi eh. Diba? Kasi usually, the lack of affection, lack of sex, or sex problems, it's a symptom of a deeper problem. It's not the problem.
Yeah, it's a manifestation of
This
something.
makes sense. Yeah.
It's not the main problem. There's usually something else behind it. And that something else behind it can be very dark.
And this
Dirty.
is what this is what you do. You bring it out and you make it known.
That's what I do.
Because I think a lot of couples, no matter, it's funny because when we're married to someone, we're expected to be very close to them.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're the very first ones we lie to. No?
That's
Because
deep, man.
Because it's hard for us to be vulnerable in front of them, especially because when you start to argue, you attack each other.
Yeah.
So meron ka ng fear of, this person can hurt me.
Yeah.
So it's hard to let that guard down.
Yeah, you need a lot of reassurances.
Yeah. So you were saying the sex part of things. If problems arise and it's manifested in sex, like in a list of let's say important factors to consider, is the problem with sex up there?
Oh yeah. Because people separate because of two things, money and sex.
What do you mean?
So malala na siya.
When people divorce, the top two reasons are money and sex.
Oh, when they separate.
Yes.
Wait,
The same in the Philippines?
Yes.
sex being not having enough of it.
Okay,
Top
so
one is money.
And
Wi-
money.
Okay.
with that, what are your tips?
Have more sex.
No, because like people are also saying, so as a woman, diba, like we're sometimes afraid to initiate like the whole act. So what are the other tips that you can give like moms out there, or like, people who want to do it but are shy to start
Number
it?
one, I tell them nga not to fake it. If they can tell their husbands what they want, that's better. But if they don't know what they want, then I would say you have to know what you want first.
Yeah.
Which means you have to explore your body.
I was going to ask you about
Yeah.
that because there's a lot of stigma when it comes to exploring oneself. And I
Especially
remember-
if you're a woman.
Yeah.
Especially kasi sa lalaki parang it's a give and a
okay.
take.
normal.
Yeah. But they even brag about it, throughout the day, how many times they've already done it. But women are almost never permitted to explore their bodies. It's as if we are bad people just for doing that. And I remember, have you seen the Red Table Talk of
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Jada Pinkett Smith?
Yes.
No, but
Her mother and her daughter Willow. So they have a talk show on Facebook
I
where
love this show.
where they talk about sex, and she's talking to her mom and her daughter about sex,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
so fun.
It's so much fun because
Yeah.
in one of the episodes, she said, Jada Pinkett said that she went through a phase where she didn't want to have sex with men. it was just about her exploring her
body.
So she did a lot of it to know what she wants, what this feels like. Am I okay with that? Is it? Do you think that will be the next step for Filipinas?
That should be part of the next steps, but more on the first part, I think, would really to let go of the stigma, to let go of the shame. Because it's your body. In my class, one of the activities that I asked my students to do is to look at themselves in the mirror naked and look at their genital area. Yeah, and describe it to themselves.
This is like a Sex and the City episode when Charlotte was asked by Samantha to get a mirror because she had never seen her thingy.
Yeah.
And Samantha told her,
Yeah.
and she was scared putting that mirror, and she was like, no. And then when she saw it, she got curious that this is me.
Yeah, and
This
it
is me.
can be very empowering too. Like, because it's your body. I mean, why would you let someone else look at it tapos ikaw hindi mo pa nakikita? Why would you let someone else touch you tapos ikaw hindi mo pa mismo alam?
If you ask women, sometimes they don't even know how many holes they have.
That's true.
Diba?
That's true.
Some people think like they have just one. Actually, you have 3 down there. One on the backside, one to pee, and one to where the baby comes from. But because it's unexplored. And how would you know what you want until you try it?
You try it. You can't expect your partners to know what you want.
That's true.
Let's do away with that. No? Don't expect your husbands, your boyfriends, or girlfriends for that matter, to know what you want sexually. Because you need to know what you want.
Of course. You need to know what you want. So you should start with that. I mean, for women, for mothers, if you want to reclaim your glory after giving birth, that's one way to do it. Yeah.
Because also we change what we want, no? Through the years, like one thing kind of like was sexy to you, but in the years to come, it's like, no, that's not doing it for me anymore. This is what I want. Right?
So it's constantly exploring what you want, constantly discovering your fantasies, your sexual needs, your desires. So you can put yourself in that moment na pwedeng ikaw lang, by yourself, or when you're intimate with your partners, you're there. You're not flying elsewhere, and you're enjoying it because that's what sex is for. You should enjoy it as opposed to just like a chore.
Doing it for the...
Or being a doll.
No.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Because that is a great metaphor for women. You feel like a doll, desired, but you have no desire for yourself. Ikaw yung pinaglalaruan. But you yourself, you don't know. But what I like about sex is...
What?
No, and this, I'm being very serious about, there are things that I can't tell my husband with words. And it's my way to communicate to him the things that have no words. It needs to be an act. And it's like my body telling you how much I love you. And it's amazing.
It is amazing. Because communication is majority nonverbal. And when it comes to sex, that's the only thing that you and your husband can do without anyone else. Do you understand? But the love, you can love your children and respect your children, communicate, trust, whatever. But sex, it's exclusive for
you and your husband.
You and your husband.
I mean, your fingernails, they dig into skin.
What?
And only your husband's skin. Sorry.
What erotica?
Sorry. No, but I completely understand that. It's a separate, otherworldly kind of experience. So it's 11:09. Sex talk on the Magic. Magic, hello.
Hello.
Hi. Good morning.
Hello. I'm in.
Yes, you're in.
You're in.
Yeah.
You're all the way in.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Hi.
What's your name?
Christy.
Christine, welcome to the show.
I just found out that my husband is cheating on me again.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, and what's weird about it is that he did it with a gay person now.
This is the second time it's happened?
No, for the nth time.
Oh, it's a pattern.
What's your question?
I don't know. Why would the person would want to have sex with gay person? I feel like I'm lacking in the sexual part in our relationship.
Do you have kids?
We have one.
How old is your child?
5.
5. And how long have you guys been married?
We're not married. We live together.
Okay.
But we're together for 16 years.
16 years.
How many times has he cheated on you that you know of?
Maybe 5.
5 times?
Yes.
And the last one is with another man.
Yeah.
What did he have to say for himself when you confronted him? Have you confronted him?
Yeah, I found out through his phone. And he's being so sexual about it. He said that he did it because the person complimented him. So he just felt like he did it.
Wait, sorry. This other man complimented him?
Yeah, they knew each other before. And I'm just curious because we do it like 2 to 3 times a week.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I just had my period, so I wasn't in the mood. And then that's when he did it.
That's
Baka he's the one who's exploring his sexuality.
Yeah.
I know, I know. But I don't understand why he would do that with another person. Why not with me?
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Because exploring one's sexuality, I mean, he's not in a married state of mind. That's what it is. He's not, because when you're married, you vow to be faithful to each other. And maybe, I'm not saying that you need to be married to feel like that. What I'm saying is the mindset. He doesn't feel like he is in the relationship. Now he needs to be faithful to you forever.
Because it's been a pattern. Like he's been doing it.
He's
so,
not bound to you. He hasn't asked you to marry him.
I'm sorry, but this is not a problem with you. Because I think that's what your question is tending to sound like. What's wrong with me?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm doing everything for him. I do it. But I don't know if he's happy or
Baka yun. Parang you guys don't know if he's happy or if he's settled in the relationship. That's why he's looking for other things somewhere else. Right? And it does sound like he's exploring his part of his sexual self that includes other genders. Yeah.
But he kept on denying that he's not gay.
Pwede kasing oo, pwedeng hindi. Pwedeng oo, pwedeng hindi. Siya lang ang makakasabi nun.
Tsaka sa akin, it hardly matters.
Yeah.
Because the fact is that he has cheated on you.
Yeah.
I mean, the gender is hardly...
It becomes secondary.
Oh, that's a secondary consideration. Because he's done it with women. He's done it now with another man.
So he's just really exploring.
It's a question of faithfulness.
Yeah.
Rather than a question of where you went wrong.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can switch it the other way around. It can be a question of his sexual orientation.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's questioning now. That's why he's exploring. And maybe that questioning phase made him cheat on you. Yes, and try even with other women
or other men.
Yeah.
So baka confused siya.
I was not complimenting him that well. And I think
parang
he said that he's looking for that thing. I should be complimenting him.
Yeah, but the thing, it's a pattern eh. So no matter what you do, at this point, if he doesn't get what he needs from you, he will look for it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yes, it makes sense to me.
Yeah, but it's not there's nothing wrong with you.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you.
But I also think that he's trying to blame you
Mm.
for his infidelity. How crazy is that? I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah,
This is
I know.
so wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I cheated on you, but it's your fault because you didn't compliment me.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't. Your reaction should be what?
Yeah, I know. I was like that.
Yeah, but now you're like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? What's
There's
wrong with
nothing
us?
wrong
Yeah,
with you.
nothing.
There's nothing wrong with you.
But I think that it's tama si Doc, it's a pattern.
Mm.
And no
It's a
matter what
pattern.
you do,
Mm.
he's gonna find a way to say that you led me to do this.
Yeah.
I think you need to reassess your relationship.
Yes.
Diba?
Yeah, I think it's harder because nga they have a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
And this is the sort of
That's the thing.
this is the sort of
That
thing
holds
that
her
binds
down.
you
Yeah,
together,
that's
both
true.
of you. And
I
maybe
can
he
sleep
feels
with him anytime, but the kid, I don't know.
yeah.
Say that
Yeah.
again. Sorry, but
I can
Split.
separate with him, but
Yeah.
I have to think about it.
Yeah. So this is like
I will
the
look for him.
this is like the tie that holds the both of you together, that he feels like it's your fault.
So what do you think if you have a kid and then these things happen to you? Does it-
I'm sorry, but you can break up with him.
Yeah.
But even if you break up with him, his relationship with his child cannot be broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether you separate from him or not, he will still be the father of your child. Your child is not a pawn. Your child needs both parents. And if he has been unfaithful to you, it does not mean that he's been unfaithful to his kid.
Yes.
So, pwede kasi kayong mag-break.
Pwede kayo mag-usap ng masinsinan.
Oo. Pero hindi ibig sabihin mawawala siya sa buhay ng anak
Yeah,
mo.
don't be afraid of
Yes.
that.
Kasi,
Yeah.
look at all the celebrities who have done that so successfully. That the couple separates, but the bond with the kids remain
Are
the
still
same.
there,
Yeah,
yeah.
still there. Just a different setting.
Yeah.
But I'm just scared that if my kid will not grow up in a setup like the parents are together, there's something still.
That's a common misconception because as long as the child feels loved and valued by both parents or like a parent, hindi siya nagiging problema. Mas nagiging problema if the child stays in a home where the parents are constantly fighting, constantly
Yes.
cheating on each other.
Yeah.
You know what's the worst thing? It's the best sex. So, you know.
Kaya hindi mo siya maiwan. He's the best
Yeah,
sex that you had.
Wait, did you
I
have you done it with a lot of other men?
No, just
There you go.
Just two. Well, that's kind of hard to kasi madaming combinations.
No, you never know.
It's kind of hard to compare to men, you know.
You never know. You could have just had D-list and there's like,
Bigger fish there.
Hito out there. There's a bunch of
Hito talaga.
trouts.
Rainbow trout. There's a wrasse. There are sharks.
Blackfin.
swordfish,
barracuda. There could be an array of fish.
Kasi it's like you're saying he's the best I've ever had. I'm never gonna have anything as good
Oh
as that.
yeah.
That's a
No,
death
there's
sentence.
always someone better.
He's what you know. And
Yeah, he's what you know.
he's what you
Yeah,
know.
There
that's
you
right. That's right.
And it's exciting to know that, there could be better out there. So,
okay.
it's hard
yeah.
because you're
Literally.
never assured.
Yeah.
Kasi life offers no guarantees.
Yeah.
And you're looking for that.
Yeah.
Na parang, ito na, kasi siya yung pinakamagaling. Okay na. I
Yeah.
can't let go.
Yeah.
Siya ba talaga? Do you know that for a fact? And if he's doing this to you, then you are not the best he's ever had.
Yes. See? So how do you feel about that?
Like this.
Well, I think it's time to reassess your relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck though, and thanks for calling.
Hard
Thank you.
spot.
Thank
Update
you.
us, please.
Bye.
Yeah, take care. Bye.
It's 11:19 on the show. We're gone for break. Breathe tayo.
Yeah.
Breathe tayo
A little bit.
A little bit. Just a tad bit. We'll be back with more of The Mother Show plus Doc Rica after this. Don't go anywhere.
We've got that mommy magic. The Mother Show on Magic 89.9.
It's 11:28. Once again, good morning. This is The Mother Show. My name is Ricky.
I'm Andy.
This is Delamar.
And we still have Doc Rica with us.
Hello.
She has been putting out fires left and right for all of our listeners. But, thank you so much, Doc, for coming. And we were hyping up this episode. And true enough,
It lived up to its
it
hype.
did. It did. So again, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge.
You're welcome, and thank you for trusting me and having me here.
We love it.
Yeah.
We love it. It's high time we talked about sex.
Yes, it is
Because
high time.
most mothers, because some do it through adoption, no? But in general, women become mothers because they have sex.
Yes.
And enjoy it
Generally.
quite a lot.
And enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you will be having workshops, right?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I practice with the Ateneo Bulato Center, and as of the moment, we have 2 workshops. One is for teenagers. So for moms out there, it's entitled Keeping Your Cool, a mindfulness workshop for teens. And it aims to teach teens mindfulness skills that can help them strengthen focus and attention, handle big emotions, deal with stress changes and teen challenges, and make more thoughtful choices so they can keep your cool. And then another workshop, which
Sorry, that has nothing to do with sex.
No, then
More of emotion.
yeah, for teens.
Okay. For
Nothing
teens.
to do with sex.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
just
we just want to make that clear.
more on teenage emotions. And this one, I have another one with the Ateneo Bulato Center as well. It's entitled Mindfulness in Love. This has something to do with sex. So this is for couples. Yeah. For couples, I will be facilitating it. It's on November 17 and 24. For couples who want to improve their relationships, who want to improve their sex lives, we will be giving an introductory lessons on how they can use mindfulness skills for their relationships and their sex lives.
Do they need to register somewhere?
Yes, you may find more details at the Ateneo Bulato Center Facebook page. So again, it's Ateneo Bulato Center Facebook page, and you will see the posters there where you can register. And
Sorry, one more. Is there a fee?
yes, for the mindfulness in love, the fee is, if you're alone, if you're going there by yourself, I think it's 550 pesos, and if you're a couple, it's 1,000 pesos. Because it's just a 3-hour introductory workshop.
Right.
But for the Keeping Your Cool, a mindfulness workshop for teens, it's a 4-week program.
4-week program.
A 4-week program for your teens, and the rate is around 12,000 pesos per child. Per teenager, yes. And both workshops will be held at the Ateneo de Manila University.
That's
Okay.
Wow.
Yes. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for sharing your
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you so much.
And then if you have more questions, you can find me on Facebook. It's Rica Cruz. You'll see there, sex therapist, the Ateneo, that's me. And you can also find me on Instagram and Twitter @_ Rica Cruz. I also write for Metro.style and Tempo. Plus, I'm with the boys. Yeah. Boys Night Out every Thursday night.
Yeah.
Sasabihin ko sana 9 to 12 p.m. Hindi. 6 to 9 p.m.
There you go.
Thank you so much again, Doc Rica.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for trusting me, girls.
Yeah,
of course. Thank you.
We took
Thank
so
you.
much to heart, and we're gonna take it home tonight.
There was a
Your husband.
Yeah, you will.
Get ready.
Somebody tweeted us to have this episode recorded because she had to step out of the car. Well, the good news is that it is recorded.
All episodes.
That's right. And it will be up on YouTube and on Facebook. Doc will let you know when it's out so that you can share it as well.
Yay! And then, when I need participants,
Yes.
Count us in.
Yes. And good luck with your pregnancy. If you don't know, she's 7 months.
Thank you.
She doesn't even look it. She
Yes.
does
She
not.
does not.
Kanina, I wanted to ask, sabi ko, but maybe she's not. I don't think she is. But my gosh, you look amazing.
As in
Yeah.
the
Thank
goddess.
you.
The goddess
The
is
goddess
here.
is
You
there.
all do.
Yeah.
We're all goddesses here. Thank you very much.
you.
Thanks, Doc
guys.
Rica.
And have a good day. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Bye.
It's 11:33. More of the Mother Show. Plus, we'll wrap everything up right after this. Don't go anywhere.
The show for moms by moms. The Mother Show on Magic 89.9.
It's 11:39. We just said goodbye to Doc Rica. Asked her all of the last-minute questions that we had to.
Very sorry that we
so
couldn't
fine.
I
accommodate.
know. But she did leave her details. You can always get in touch with her. We have 20 minutes left on the Mother Show. Once again, my name is Ricky.
I'm Andy.
This is Delamar.
And you can still call us up for any questions you might, want to discuss some of the things, that we talked about.
Yeah, we're not experts, but we are wives.
Yeah.
And maybe
Yeah.
there's something that you can pick up from,
And I'd like to think we're pretty decent people to talk to.
I don't know. Depends who you ask.
Depends, yeah.
Right?
Wait, I just got something really nice
Okay.
on Facebook, and somebody said, I've been obese all my life, but it doesn't hinder my sex life. It's actually a super for me. I hope that all moms like me will find their way to get the same. I think it's not physical, but it's how you see yourself within.
I
can even reach the O without the contact.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. It is possible. That's how powerful the brain is.
Yeah. So it's
So
really
it all
how you
starts
see
with
yourself.
you. Yeah. It all starts with self-love, and that's the only way that you can give out.
It's
No,
true.
but totoo, diba?
I mean, self-love.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, that too.
That's part of it
That's
also.
part of
No,
it.
but sometimes, diba, like, kunyari, you just put a little lipstick. Sometimes
Yes.
you feel sexy now. Or, like, your favorite underwear.
Yeah.
You know, underwear is a huge thing. I am a huge advocate of sexy underwear.
Yeah.
Even if you're just at home. You need to feel sexy in your underwear.
Or, like, just put a little oil. You know? Whatever.
Yes,
Whatever
yes.
makes you feel, like, sexy or
So
in the mood.
What I know, because just like the message you wrote, you need to feel attractive, right? And if that means that you need to do a body scrub before,
Yeah.
or something, whatever,
Or blow dry your hair.
blow dry your hair. For me, I need to do my dental routine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about what you do that's so small but still has a huge impact on you as a person to get your mind sane.
I need to feel good about me.
Yeah.
Like for me, like if I know I'm in the mood, there will be a Jetpick PH. Get ready.
Oh, it's gonna be wild. Yeah.
Because you need to make sure you're ready. And
Yeah.
just for me, sa akin kasi
Yes.
that's so essential.
Yeah.
You know, so you gotta floss, brush your teeth, use the water pick, and if lotion my body. And the last is a hint of perfume, not too much.
A hint, just like a
Kailangan
walk
talaga
into
kasi
it.
otherwise it's a little too overpowering. And what you want from your husband is to kind of like he smells it and it's like, where's that coming from?
Yeah.
So it makes him like it's like a trail, right? It's like a trail.
That you leave for him that leads to you.
Yes, Andy.
What about you,
Yes.
Andy? What do you do
Yes.
that has an effect on, or what do you do when you're in the mood and you want?
How do you
some-
prep yourself?
Yeah,
How do you prep yourself?
I think that's the
Forehead? Like, no, for me, like, parang I have to feel, like, sexy, like, physically. Like,
Yeah.
like, when I look at myself in the mirror, I should say, like, yeah.
Yes. Let's
You know what I
do it.
mean? How you
doing?
doing?
How
You know
you
what I
doing?
mean?
Yeah.
So whether, like, I think it's just, like, for me, eating healthy and just really, like, knowing I'm sexy.
Yeah.
But when I'm pregnant, I'm just like, yeah. Let's
But
give
no,
that.
you're not. You're so.
No,
you're
but
so
you know what I
beautiful.
mean? You
You're-
feel
yeah.
like a whale sometimes.
Yeah, you do feel
Yeah.
like oil. But you know, I think the form, the pregnant form, especially in the window you're at,
Yeah.
which is about 6 months.
My curves pa yun eh.
The curves are
Yeah.
like beautiful.
They
Have
really
you-
are.
The silhouette, it's so beautiful. Yeah. Mas lalo na you.
Totoo.
No, but it's true Like for me, like with you, Del, like I want to feel clean.
Clean, yes. Essential.
Diba? Hindi yung pagkatapos mo mag-gym, babe, tara.
Yeah.
Wait lang. Let me think about first.
or like you just clean the house and you get out of the mood. I'm like,
And then you're kidding me.
But sometimes when your
Diba?
husband wants you, sometimes you have no, whether you're ready or not.
Yun yung sinasabi ni your mom, Andy, and that she said when he's game for it, don't say no. Never say no. Because I think it's within us to rewire our brains faster than men. That we can immediately switch. That you just really have to know what you want. I guess.
Because I say no. Because I know me.
Ako din actually.
When I'm not there, there is no way. Parang talaga, nothing you can
I'm
do.
sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
When I say I'm sorry, I'm really
sorry. I wish I could turn
but
it
there's
on.
not. Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
And then it's that don't invade me today.
But what I like is when you are ready,
Whoa.
then they're like, whoa!
Wow, it's
You pitch a tent there? You just happy to see me. Magic, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
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 Hi.
How
Who's
are
this?
you guys?
We're all right. Having a good show so far, sir.
I heard, yeah. So my name is Isaiah.
Hey, Isaiah, welcome back to the show. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. I can't help but to call, right? So,
Okay.
so I get it. The theme is to make sure that your woman is recognized for having her needs. But my issue is, I've been married 15 years with 2 kids, and they're grown up. So the challenge for me now is, I also need to be understood that I have also my own needs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not always about understanding the wife. The husband also needs to be understood.
I think
So
I remember that you called us. Was it second season? And I think you had felt that you didn't feel like, how we were saying, I need to feel like the woman, the goddess.
Mhm.
And I think
Right.
for your
Yes.
situation, if I remember correctly, you felt the opposite of that as a man. You felt emasculated.
Exactly.
I remember you
Yeah.
saying that. And has anything changed in your situation?
It's changed a little bit, but my challenge now is because she's going through post-grad. She's doing the doctorate school, and
Okay.
she's studying every single day. So by the time that I hit the sack, she's still studying, and then when she goes to bed, I'm already fast asleep by like an hour or two. So I mean, we don't, we're intimate. We get to, do the deed at least once a week. But to her, it's becoming more like a burden. She's superwoman. She's doing a whole lot of things, right? We go do our regular fitness routine, and she does her own thing. I do my own. But, we're in really great shape. But I think just the burden of life as we know it now, it has become more of like a chore that we have to do it because we're married, and that's what married people do.
Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst
Right.
when you feel like you need to do it. Diba?
Exactly, and I don't want to subscribe to the notion that I don't want to do it because I don't feel like it, because we all have needs, especially in marriage. I mean, that's how marriage works. I mean, you just work it, and you make sure both parties are satisfied at any given point. So it's a lot of work, but I guess I don't have a question. I guess my thing is it's also on the side of a husband.
Yeah.
They also need to be understood that not all the time they need to do the understanding.
For sure, because it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
Right.
I think. Have you tried telling your wife this? Not.
Unfortunately, no. 'Cause
Okay,
whenever I bring up the topic of this kind of issue, she always tells me, you know what we're going through. I mean, and I'll just say, and then we both clamp down because that's how we fight. We fight silently. So.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that this will help, but it's what got through to me as a wife. In one of our fights, my husband told me a simple truth, and it wasn't. I can't tell you what it was, but it was more like let's just use your situation, okay? So if I were you, not because you want the sex tonight, but just for her to know that, I'm lonely as a husband, and I want you.
Right.
But I'm very sad that I can't have you. Because saying that does not mean give it to me.
Yeah.
It's just a way to tell her where you're at so that she can recognize where her husband is at this given time in your marriage. And for me, that was so moving when it was just stated plainly. That it was like, oh my gosh, am I loving my husband well? That's so important.
Right.
And I think for me, my life changed when I started asking the question, how can I love the people I love and love them well?
Yes.
That's true.
Kasi parang it becomes now an artwork where you have to make conscious little decisions.
Yes.
And it has to cut both ways. Because by the way that you've been talking to us since season 2, it seems like the things about life will never stop. If it's not a doctorate, then it's menopause. If it's not menopause, then it's something else.
It's always something else.
It's always something.
There's always something.
That's
there.
why
Yeah.
you need to not use that as an excuse to feel lonely. And state your facts.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry that it needs to be, you need to feel like so naked in front of someone.
Yeah.
I mean, not literally,
Right.
but figuratively. But sometimes that's what it takes for us to get through to our partners, that there's something, that I'm lonely here. I'm not forcing you, but I
Yeah.
want you to know I'm lonely.
Yeah.
And I need
Right.
you.
No, she's more verbal than I am. That's for sure. I mean, she would always tell me how she misses me, texts me all the time at work, and I wish I could reciprocate as much as she does, or even initiate most of the time. But it's kind of it's gotten to a point where I'm like, okay, I just got so used to her doing it, so I don't have to do it. So I know that's my fault. I mean, it's one of those things that I'm not really good at. I'm not always been a romantic ever since I was a young person. So I feel like she doesn't have any shortcomings, and I feel like everything is that everything that she does, I need to reciprocate right away. Otherwise, it's just gonna get lost in the moment. So
I don't know.
No,
I think that's just you. I don't think you
No.
think that way.
I don't think so. That she's great and you're not, dude. That's something that's telling you something about how you see yourself. So, and I think that you need to be more honest before you can be honest with your wife. Be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Sex is important.
Right.
To feel like a man is important, and it should be secondary to some other goals. Because that's a marriage. Work is there to help you in your marriage, not the other way around. Correct?
yeah,
Oh,
that's true. Yeah.
that's good.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know. Just that's my only advice: is tell her plainly, I'm lonely.
I'm sad.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
I
Tell her
need
how you feel.
I need to be
Yeah.
wanted. Yeah. Say that, and it doesn't assure us that she will automatically like jump on you and
Yeah.
start. But at least
No. I'm not even expecting that. I mean, again, as I said, we're not lacking in that department, right? So, we do that, and when we do it really well. Sometimes that's the burden, right? We do it so well that I just couldn't go through it because I know she's up late and she's tired, and I'm thinking of what she needs to do and what she just did. So, it's I guess it's my understanding that I guess I'm being more selfless than selfish. So
To a fault, you
Yeah.
mean?
you need
to a fault, exactly.
You need to chillax.
Yes.
You
You
need
need it.
You need to honor yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Take
sorry,
a chill
because
pill,
it's the other
I say,
way.
yeah.
It's the other way around in
Yeah.
most marriages. But
Yeah.
you need to state your case and just be open. That's so sexy, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Well, thank you. I do a lot of the work that you guys talk about. A lot of the work.
That's good to know.
I'm not, I know that sexiness part. Maybe she got used to me being sexy and being muscular and all because that's all we do now. We work out. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you know what?
But
You're fine. You'll be okay. Just don't think too
and I
much.
just want to say thank you guys. I mean, thanks for hearing me out. I know it's
Thanks, Isaiah.
yeah. No, I really appreciate you guys taking this time for guys like me.
no
We're
problem.
here to help
Good
Yeah.
luck.
Good
wives
luck.
and husbands and marriages, families.
Thank you, and more
Yeah.
power to your show.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thanks, Isaiah. I hope things work out for
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
It's 11:53 on the clock. Oh, that's nice. I like where that went. You have to be connected.
Oh, sex.
You know how we're saying, like we were talking off air because Doc Rica's expecting, Andy's expecting. They're more or less at the same time. And we were talking off air about how different you become when you birth a baby. When you go through that whole process. Maybe it's the same in marriages. Like when you usher in another member of the family, you're different people again. And your mechanics as a family has
changes.
changed.
The dynamic.
Exactly,
Yes, for sure.
exactly. The members change. So it's not just the mom and her baby. It's also the husband. It's also the father. It's also the sibling.
Siblings. Yeah.
So we're constantly changing.
Mm.
And it's all about being on the same page as a family.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you're on the same page.
I think for me, what was really my education as a mother was all experiential. Like
as everyone's
is.
And it's like I realize now what my priority is, and I've never been as clear with my priority as ever.
Same.
Like
you say no to a lot of things now with gusto.
Oh,
You're like,
yes.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And before I would be doing everything, strike
Yes.
anywhere, do everything, say yes to
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
But now I know my priority, and everything else has to fall under that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once you're clear, it's easier to make decisions.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I agree.
Galing, no? Funny.
Spoken like a mom of two. You guys! so wisdomless. Sorry.
It's 11:55.
Sorry.
There's one more call.
Okay.
Let's take this one. Magic, hello. Oh.
Hello.
No problem. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Hi, good morning.
Morning. What up?
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
What's your name?
Yeah, hi. Yes, Marie.
Hi, Marie. What can we do for you?
Hello. Yes, well, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my husband and I used to, like, have sex a lot before. And I don't know if it's just me or I feel like sometimes that he tells me that he's tired or too tired lately.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if he's like trying to, I don't know, make excuses, or I don't know if it's a gut feeling that, you know, maybe
There's
he's
somebody
into
else.
someone else, or I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
How long has this been going on?
Just the past few months, actually.
Okay. What happened? Was there like a trigger? Is there a specific
Event.
event that
Well, he used to cheat on me before. Yeah. And I don't know, we fixed it and all, but then lately I'm scared that he might be doing something else again, because, you know, he's been trying to, you know, I've been the one trying to, you know, make the move.
initiate?
Yeah,
yes.
initiating.
Yeah, and all, but then, you know, the feeling when you get rejected, like,
yeah.
I'm
Oh, that
too
sucks,
tired today, and all,
Yeah.
like,
So.
Okay.
So, I don't know. If I try to, like, ask him, like, if, you know, if there's, like, someone else, of course, they're not really gonna, like, admit
it,
that,
yeah.
or, I don't know. So,
Wait
I
a
don't really
minute.
know how to
Okay, so
deal with it.
okay.
Oh.
That's just
Okay.
bad. Okay, well, if you're still listening,
Okay.
for me, people who've been cheated on, if they start to feel something,
It's
The question-
probably
oh no, my point would be, you are now deciding if this is gut instinct telling you really that something is going on, or this is a holdover from what happened. Like, sobra kang may
You still have hang-ups.
may hang-ups ka eh. There's something you can't go for.
Yeah.
And that's the hard part. Because part of you thinks, I think he's cheating on me. And you can't tell if it's your paranoia or if there
Or
really,
it's really happening.
is.
Yeah.
Especially for her, because it's already happened.
So you know what Doc Rica said, that there was a pattern. Kanina when we took that one
Yeah.
call. If there's a pattern, that means you're like, if you're one whole person and he's done it once and twice and thrice, that means you still can't give him what he wants.
He's
and
looking
he's
for something.
gonna keep on doing it.
It's a
Because
pattern.
you're already a whole person. You can't add to your
Yeah.
arsenal of, you know, skills
Right.
or you know. So, you know, if he's done it once, I don't want to go there, but I mean, if he's done it once,
Well, there's nobody else who can tell you unless you confront
Yeah.
your husband.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but he needs to hear that.
yeah.
He needs to hear, because let's just, for the sake of argument, it is just a paranoia. It's not real. It's your fear magnified. You still need to tell him.
Yeah.
Because you should tell your husband that this is an effect.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, and I don't know are you cheating on me or am I being paranoid?
It matters a lot if he reassures you.
Yeah.
But the problem with the sex thing is, like what Doc Rica said, these are the manifestations of something deeper.
An intimacy problem,
Something's going on with him.
Logical.
Because you know what? I have a friend also who, like, they haven't done it in a while. And she thought, like, the husband was cheating on her. But apparently there was just so many things happening in his mind and in his life that he wasn't really open about and didn't want to share because, syempre, his ego.
Yeah.
So it was more of, like, syempre, the problems of, like, providing for the family.
Yeah. That can get in the way.
That can get in the way, diba? Especially money or, like, you know, parang finding his goals or finding who he is. But doesn't mean he's cheating. It's just something deeper. So it could be that also.
And it could also be andropause. Because there's menopause for women, but there's there's a counterpart for men. And so, like what I said, nobody can settle this question except your husband. You need to talk to him. And if it's not him cheating, then ask him, why are you so far away? Why can't I reject you? Come back to me.
Very nice. Very nice. Magic, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, guys.
Hi. Who's this?
Hello, guys. This is Paulo.
Paolo. Welcome to the show, Paolo.
What up?
Welcome. Dati na akong caller.
Sorry?
Dati na akong caller.
Okay, Paolo. Oy, what's up? Kumusta?
Magre-react lang ako regarding doon sa previous caller.
Sige, go.
Go. Sa akin kasi, honestly, I was in the moment din dati. My previous partner. Then, nung medyo nanlalamig na talaga yung relationship, there's a point na even sex hindi talaga ginagawa.
So, you agree na there's something emotional that happens and sex is just a secondary
Yeah, I agree. Kasi, one thing for sure, kasi dahil lalaki siya, there's a need.
Yeah.
There's a need to release the libido. But if there's a problem emotionally, for example, if he cheats on her wife or he has any work problems, I think that may affect the urge of having sex.
For sure, yeah. Like what Andy said.
The thing that happened to me is I've lost the urge of having sex with my previous partner.
What was the reason for that?
Because I love another girl.
Okay. Okay. So that's usually the case.
Yeah.
But not all the time. Oh no.
Not all the time.
Yeah.
There are some people who haven't had sex for a while because of like work problems.
Right.
Yeah,
there are many reasons.
Many reasons, many factors.
Yeah. That's right. We agree with you, pal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Paolo. Bye. So, ang dami nga. And that's one of them also.
Yeah.
You could fall in love with somebody else that would totally just like...
That's different.
Yeah. It's a different ball game.
Yeah, it is.
And then if it's something else entirely, then you can work on it.
You can work on it with Doc Rica. Yeah, that's the thing. You know,
any professional.
I was gonna ask her like what with the success rate.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like of people who come to her for counseling. Yes, for therapy. In the Philippines, like what is the success rate of that happening?
Because the success is hard to quantify. Because if you can we say that success is you don't divorce, you don't separate?
Yeah.
What if you're still unhappy within the marriage? That's not success, diba?
Yeah.
So
true.
it's hard to quantify unless they stay with you for years and years.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
like
noted.
any therapy, it's not like it's a finish line and then you're good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes they just give you the tools
Yeah.
on how to how to handle the problems that may arise, and then you can quit therapy but have the tools.
Yes.
I've gone through therapy, not as a couple, but by myself
Yeah.
when I was in my 30s, and that helped me a lot. Yeah.
So, if you want to seek professional help as a couple, as an individual, we encourage you to do so.
Yes.
Yeah, especially now, people are more open to
Yes.
talking
Yes.
to a therapist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Susie's coming up next for Friday Madness. She will be here in a few minutes. So that's the show. You can tell your friends that if they missed it, you can always
Sayang
catch it on.
talaga.
I know. It was such a good show.
It's so bitin.
Bitin eh.
Very bitin.
Super
Super
bitin.
masaya.
Saya kasi. We'll have Doc Rica back, no?
No, but it's true, diba? Like, if you listen to all, not just Doc Rica, but if you listen to all the callers also, you see, like, how they how they want to try and reach out to maybe their wife, and it's also a call for, like, the moms.
And I like that, this is a mother show, and initially we wanted to reach mothers, but somehow my biggest taking is that men want to have better marriages.
Yeah.
And that's why they listen to us. That's what they said. It's like eavesdropping on women and what they need and how they think, and it creates a better understanding when they get home. But what you don't know is we understand our husbands better with your calls.
Yes. So thank you guys.
Yes,
Thank you for calling us.
Yeah.
Thank you for being part of the discussion. So again, we'd like to thank everybody for calling, for tweeting, for messaging us. Of course, you can catch the entire episode. We'll have it up for you on YouTube in a couple of days. In the meantime, you can reach us for anything over the week.
Yeah, we are on Instagram, so you can reach us there. You can message us there as well. It's the Mother Show PH, and we are also on Facebook. And if you guys want to watch and you don't want to wait for the YouTube episode, it's there. It's all live, so you can check it out on the Magic Facebook page and also the Mother Show Facebook page.
All right, now tell everybody that the Mother Show is heard nationwide. You can tune in to us. In Cebu, it's Magic 92.3. In Davao, it's Magic 89.1. In Bacolod, it's Magic 106.3. In Cagayan de Oro, it's Magic 10.3.
Oh my god.
Screaming.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
In General Santos, it's Magic 106.3.
Okay, it's 12:06. Okay, Olivia, say goodbye.
What do you want
Just
to say?
say goodbye. Don't.
Bye!
Okay, that's it. Bye, guys. We will see you online. This has been the Mother Show. My name is Ricky.
My name's Olivia.
That's nice.
High
How about
five.
Andy? Oh,
And Andy.
And Delamar.
the Mother Show on Magic 89.9. Bye, guys.
Who do you think you're talking to? Moms, I'd like to follow.
The Mother Show on Magic 89.9.